Hello, everybody. Congratulations, David, on being a greedy bastard and getting first, second, and third. How's everyone doing today? I am not having a very good day. Hello, John. How you doing? Today sucks. Found out that the, I think 15 minutes of audio I recorded is all messed up. Sounded great yesterday, but after listening to it again, it sounds god-awful, so I have to re-record everything, so I'm not going to be able to post the video on Sunday. Hello, Bobo. How you doing? Bobo. Yeah. Bobo the air vent, yeah. Yeah, so video that was good to come out this Sunday is now coming out next Sunday. Wahoo. Hello, Noah. How you doing? Fuck. Not too happy about that. Okay, where? There it is. Praise be to Bjorn. Yes. So, yeah. No cat, no signal. Oh, well, you're far behind. That's why. You're further behind in the stream. I guess there's a delay for Twitch, or your internet is just not that good. Yeah, but how is everyone else doing today? I think all the normal parts would be. Wait, is this? Why is this friction fit? Hello, Misfit. How you doing? I think this is friction fit. Fixed on near end. Yes, I'd hope it would be. So yeah, it is friction fit. Awesome. Ah! I have been assailed by duckies. So it is friction fit. So just want to check some things. That means this goes with kill. That goes right there. It fits just fine. Ah, it's Moidafang. Well, more specifically Bjorn, because I didn't magnetize it correctly. So you can't exactly do Murderfang. I'd have to get a second one if I want to do Murderfang too. I also got to drill barrels. I forgot about that. Got to drill barrels. Do I have to magnetize this too? Can I magnetize this too? Is there even a point in magnetizing it? Freaking hate resin plastic. I hope that it's not used for Warhammer models. People can. What the fuck kind of a what? What the fuck kind of a thing is that to say right when joining? And how the fuck does this go on? Hello, Shadow Raven. How you doing? Where the hell is? Where did I put the instructions? I need to see something. Where does that flamer attach to? It attaches weird. Wait, is there a bolter too? Or is that the bolter? Right. There's a flamer and a bolter. Where? Why didn't I see the bolter? Or is that not something for Bjornson that he can't take? Bjorn only has a flamer, it looks like. You got your codex? Nice. Very nice. Yeah, he can use a flamer too. Let's see piece of. I'm going to get an order in for the 1,000 Sons Battle Force this weekend. Nice. Chilling. How about you? Yeah, I am kind of pissed because the audio I spent a couple hours recording was. It sounded good the day before, but today, after listening to it very closely, there's a lot of issues with it, and I found out it's because the voice recording software program wasn't using the correct microphone. Because the way it's supposed to work is it's supposed to be using NVIDIA broadcast effects, which gets rid of like all the microphone sounds and background noises that occur when recording audio. And unfortunately, the DaVinci Resolve wasn't doing that. It was using the base microphone, so it could hear everything once I boosted the audio up to the volume it normally is in my videos. So yeah, that's great. That's fun. Now I've got to re-record all the audio tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, like in a few days, because I also gotta rework the script, I guess. Well, video is not coming out this Sunday, it's coming out the following Sunday, unfortunately. Where did I put my hobby knife? There it is. I mean, it sucks, but I guess shit happens, and I'm kind of pissed that it happened. Because it is really hard, because I am very good at being able to judge how long it's going to take me to edit a video. And I know that editing a 15+ minute video is going to take me a little bit longer than normal. Well, no, I tried fixing it. It can't get fixed is the problem. Because like you could sometimes hear like a popping sound, like a static like cracking sound on certain parts of it. And it's like I tried everything to get rid of it, but I couldn't. So that just means I unfortunately have to re-record the audio. Yay. Hooray. Yay. Yippee. And fix, yes. Can't fix it. Well, I tried to fix it, just doesn't work. It is very unfortunate for me. Was really hoping I could fix it to be salvageable, but it didn't work. Couldn't salvage it really. I mean, I guess it kind of maybe works out a little bit. So then now I have more time to edit it too. That's at least good. Then also I can probably... I shouldn't be under NDA, but I'm gonna probably be getting a sponsorship that actually kind of works out, I guess. I can write it into the script. Silver lining, I guess, yeah. Silver lining just kind of sucks because, yeah, videos are gonna be a little bit all over the place for the next month, 2 months, because, yay, I'm moving again. So I have to be very selective with what I pack up. But yay. But I pretty much have most of the... Well, this actually kind of helped too, because now that it pushed it back further, it kind of allows me a little bit more wiggle room for when I do eventually move across country, and I probably won't have my computer up for like a couple days, and I can't edit videos and shit. And I won't be able to stream either. Kind of like last time when I moved. My entire video upload schedule kind of got messed up. And so did streaming. But whatever, I'll at least finally be able to have an airbrushing station now. I hope. And it's not like the last 2 years where it's like, oh yeah, I'll be able to set one up eventually. No, that didn't happen. Trying to see how this looks and if I have them appropriately spaced correctly. Come on. No, that doesn't look appropriately spaced. I mean, it kind of does. Where is it? Yeah, this one needs to be moved over a little bit. Okay, that's better. Much better. Creating machine script that might help. It's not gonna help. It is not gonna. It didn't help at all. Okay, so now I have to figure out how to put a magnet else. There is something wrong with the stream title. It's Leman, not Lemon. It's not Lemon Russ. It's Leman. Nice try. Okay, this is just weird how this attaches to. Like it attaches like this. It's like, how do I put a magnet on there? You try. I'm gonna check what Bjorn can take. Let me check on Wahapedia. Bjorn. Wait, what? Okay, so let's see. This is the Hellfrost cannon. This is the assault cannon. This is heavy flamer. This is what? Why does it say? I'm confused. How old is this kit? Yes, it's old. I'm confused. Is this the plasma or is this the hell cannon? Oh wait, here's Bjorn Bjornson is here. Praise be to the great wolf. This is the multi-melta, I believe, right? There's not any other weapons, are there? Why does his datasheet say all this stuff that he doesn't have? Is this the frost cannon or the... Why does it say he can take a plasma cannon when there's no plasma cannon on the sprue? Thylacine Unique. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Are you going to buy the Space Wolves box set? Also money for the Pal God. No, I don't plan on getting a Space Wolves army, but I do plan on buying probably another Bjorn kit if he doesn't get thrown into Legends baby jail.
I'm doing my part.
And also getting a also getting the new Rune Priest chaplain for the Space Wolves because he's pretty damn cool. Yes, thank you for the super chat. There we go. Yeah, confused. Why does he have a plasma cannon when there's no plasma? And this is the Hellfrost cannon. It's weird. There's no plasma cannon on his sprue. Whatever. It says... Back to the thing. Yeah. Multi-melta. Yeah, multi-melta. Can you take it? Because this would be Stormbolter, so you can't take that. And then... Where the fuck's the las cannon? Why does it say you can take a twin las cannon when there's no las cannon on this sprue? Huh? Is this the correct datasheet? I feel like this isn't the correct datasheet. This is weird. Saying Krieg army, I already have 2 Leman Russes, squad of Kriegsmen, a Chimera, and 2 Sentinels. Into the hobby did I go, I suppose. Yes. This makes no sense. None of these are on this weapon sprue. I don't get it. Why is it? Why? Unless the las cannons are the... Unless these are the last cannons in his hands. Like, what is it? This doesn't help at all. You have to buy the Dreadnought. You mean the box that's retired in Legends? The box they no longer make? Yeah, let me just do that. Another, the other one from the old generic box. Yeah, probably. I still think it's dumb that they stopped making the classic box knot and they're getting rid of the classic box knots. Army grow, okay. Pretty sure he's spending time with his whammon today. Because it is Wednesday, my dudes. Darn, I forgot. I just remembered too. There's a funny image I have. Where did I save that image? Oh, I had a funny image. I don't know where I put it. I'm posting the Discord. Fuck. Is it in? No. Oh, I don't remember where I put it. Is this it? I found it. Admirals run out for the other weapons, but I don't wanna. This is a Horsehair series similar to the other Horsehair tanks. Yeah. What a big L for Ickbard, he should be here. That's not an L, it's called he has a whammon he has to spend time with. It's his wife. His future wife. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? What's everyone working on? Okay, so I've gotten rid of all the mold lines pretty much in that part. I don't think I've done it on the other arm, wasn't there? I was like, where's the other arm? It's like right here, it's magnetized to the torso because there's a magnet in it. I also forgot to sand this down too. Working on taking a shower right now. Wow, you don't want Nurgle's gifts? You don't appreciate Nurgle's gifts? Boxes from last week's release finally arrived. Some buildings and upper scale cryos, tanks, and a Tropos Knights. Nice. If only the Atropos got a plastic variant instead of the... Well, a 40k plastic variant instead of us getting the weird new Questoris Knight. 3D printing Dark Angels, nice. What Dark Angels 3D printing? Specific unit or just like basic stuff? Like chaff or whatever. Still, yeah, there is still some. I still see some of the sprue goo that I left on there showing up. Okay, there we go. And I gotta hit it with some, what you call it, 3D printing your whole army. Nice. Very nice. Okay. What about the bombs? Oh, I also sprue gooed that too. Whoops. I didn't realize that. NCOs are making me go to the promotion board, so my hobby time is being limited by that. Hey, look at it this way. If you get promoted, that means more money for Warhammer. Hopefully your pay grade goes up. I would imagine it would. I'm not trying to have a mental breakdown after dropping my new 1,000 Sons Contemporary Cyrus Dreadnought after dropping my last one. I'm working on my 30k Dark Angels Legion as well, mostly 3D printed, so I can have as many helms as I desire. Yeah. Helmet. Oh wait, I might also be able to get a 3D printer too soon, maybe, if I actually want to get one. But honestly, having a 3D printer, I'd like it to be like having a boat. It's better when a friend has it. Because I don't want to deal with the headache. By the way, seen the new Knights? Yes, I have. I don't like it. I don't like the new one because it's a Questoris Knight. Just give us a completely new Knight. Because it could have been an upgrade sprue, which it probably is. And I also heard they're taking Canis Rex out of the Knights box. I am here, you were on a phone call, welcome back. Well, welcome. Actually. Nice that you're here. But yeah, David, it's also kind of a good thing that they're doing 2 Knight boxes now. Yeah, it's dumb. But the Chaos one? The Chaos one looks cool, but again, it's just... Isn't it just like one of the Chaos... Isn't it just the normal Chaos Knight, but now they put more weapons on it, so it also could have been an upgrade sprue maybe, or is it different? As the additional sprue, one has the Defender and the additional sprues.
Hello, chat. It's the fun uncle who slips you beers when Handy isn't looking.
Welcome back.
How you been, my dude? Besides, you know, reeing at the audio recording stuff?
Fine. I mean, I already kind of mentioned it. I don't think David heard what I said earlier because apparently he was on a phone call. It kind of works out too for sponsorship I'm probably getting.
Hell yeah.
The final details are getting ironed out, so yeah.
That's good. Anything I can do to help?
No, I'm good because they got the family friend acting as my agent, which is funny.
Gotcha.
I told you like how he showed me his contract that he gets, and he like makes a buttload of cash.
Yes.
Yes. It'd be harder for new players to get into Knights. No, it wouldn't. It's just be called Learn to Magnetize.
And that's a thing that I recommend to anyone who starts with Knights, or gets Knights, period. Magnetization it's the most friendly magnetizable thing you can do.
Yeah, just need a bit of green stuff. More of a lucky guy.
A little bit of green stuff where the sun don't shine.
This is probably gonna be a kind of short stream because I'm thinking, because it was gonna be the pile of shame video, that's what it was, but it got messed up and like it was already a long video. I decided to go back, rework it, make it a bit shorter, and then I'm gonna next week's video is actually gonna be a different video that I had planned for the following week, but because it's a sponsorship and I want the video to do well, normally the pile of shame videos don't do that well, so I'm gonna do one that I know will probably do decently well.
Fair enough.
Hello, Sunny Spring. How you doing? Welcome. What army do you play under paint? Yes is a valid answer.
Sunny Springs, aren't you supposed to be, you know, in Good Springs? It's a Fallout New Vegas reference.
Yes,
for those who
starting
care.
Nekar. I don't know about that, David.
I don't know. No, nothing.
But yeah,
Hi
they
Cam,
also
hi boys, hi Lisa, hello everyone.
they also said if this sponsorship works out, they'd be willing to do repeat sponsorships, and also
Oh heck yeah.
give more money.
Gib.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day. That was yesterday.
Did you have a fun Mother's Day, Handy?
Yeah, we just celebrated on Saturday and went to Cheesecake Factory.
I was told recently by some others, there's Mexican Mother's Day and then there's Mother's Day. And Mexican Mother's Day happens the day before Mother's Day.
So I guess that works. You started your Tyranids army as your first army not that long ago. Nice. Hello.
Hi, Rev.
Hello. Ivan, bro. Who's ready for refreshments?
Okay.
Ah, crispy spy.
Oh my god.
The
Shit.
crispy
Started. Got them Tyranids. Nice. What got you interested in the Tyranids? I'm curious now.
Next thing, that's usually how it works for most holidays.
Mexicans celebrate a day early?
Or they celebrate for multiple days.
True.
Mexican
Christmas,
Mother's
yes.
Day was on Mexican Mother's Day was on Saturday.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
American Mother's Day was like yesterday. So technically speaking, if you're a Mexican, you're a person of Mexican heritage that lives in the United States, your mom gets to celebrate 2 Mother's Days.
Yes.
That means,
But she has to cook for both of them. That's the offset.
Ah,
but also, here's the catch though. If you don't get her anything on both days, well, twice the pride, double the fall, right?
True, true. Mijo, are you
I'm
coming
having a
for Mother's Day?
psychophage.
No, no, Mother. You're staying at the home for both Mother's Days. Goodbye.
Wow, that's horrible.
I know some people who would say that unironically.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yeah.
And I get 2 Christmas presents because my parents are divorced. Ha!
Yeah, but they're small presents. They're smaller.
Well, one is for one parent, it's smaller.
That's right. Who's the one that who pays child support? Their stuff usually will be lesser.
Mm-hmm.
Hate Cheesecake Factory. I have always gotten food poisoning from there.
Now, here's the thing. If both
I
parents
think your genetics are just weak. Your genetics are weak.
now, if both your parents are giving you small presents, then there's something fishy going on with the parent that is taking care of you.
Or it's just called the
Same.
parents got each other gifts. Watching Bjorn get sent to Legends. Probably. I'm expecting
What do
at
you
this
mean?
point.
From a divorced couple?
Oh, no. I was just talking. You said if you have both parents and they get you small
No. I'm saying if you're receiving small presents from both of them, like both divorced parents, then something fishy is going on with the one that's taking care of you.
Yeah, that means they're
Or
spending
all
the
of
child
them?
support money on other shit.
Exactly.
I will riot. I think everyone's gonna riot if Bjorn gets thrown into Legends. We'll find out. When does the Space Wolves box probably go on pre-order? Probably in another 2 weeks, because this week is Thousand Suns. So that's gonna be 2 weeks for that one to be on pre-order.
New Dark Ages released today? I thought it released in like 2 days.
Maybe released early because they had an early release day. Is my
Oh
guess.
yeah, you're right. I also
Early
forgot about
access
Game
day.
Pass. I also forgot about Game Pass. Game Pass also.
My
has
family
early
got sick
days.
and I have been fine, and I spent time with my family. I think that's just a skill issue on your family's part. What that? Thank you, Sonny, for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh boy, 7 more to go till 1,000
Yay!
on Twitch.
for those who are watching on Handy's YouTube stream and have not subscribed to his Twitch channel, please come by.
But yeah,
It would
also
mean
I
a
hit
lot to us if you
17,000 YouTube subscribers also.
Yes. Well, you already hit that?
Yeah, I hit 17,000 yesterday. Wahoo.
Nice. You got to make a special milestone when you hit 20K.
No, that's not till 40K.
I get it.
Yeah, and also 69,000. What's your opinion on VTubers joining the Warhammer space? I found it surprising but funny. I mean, I don't really care. If you want to like Warhammer, that's on them. I mean, they're just a person behind the persona, so if they want to like Warhammer, they can. So that's cool. What I don't like is just people reacting it to Bricky's video to death, because it's been done thousands of times, and it's like you're not adding anything new.
Okay, so here's my thing. So, Handy, can you please tell the audience the 3 ways to get into Warhammer?
The ways to get into Warhammer, you do it through the lore, the hobby side, or the video games.
Yes. And usually, if you the audience, whoever asked that question, just as a I guess as a brought up, there are usually only 2 ways VTubers get into Warhammer, and that is literally the video games or the lore. I rarely ever see people, like, at least from what I've seen, I rarely seen like any VTubers that are already into Warhammer, and usually the ones that are already have like picked up the hobby a long time ago, and then they're just like, oh yeah, and then when you mention Warhammer, they're like, oh yeah, I collect miniatures and paint them myself. I just don't they usually just don't advertise it on their streams.
I'm back.
Also
What drama
because
did I miss?
nothing, no drama, just a question that was asked. And usually also people just used to hide that they were into Warhammer because it was seen as a nerdy hobby, and then it became kind of mainstream, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I collect Warhammer, that kind of thing.
Yeah, a friend of Handy and I's, he's a Marine. He hates being reminded it. He generally dislikes talking about it, but he has a fun anecdote about when he was active service. He saw one guy who was like the biggest brick shit house
BT is
in
musical.
his,
Thank
like,
you for the follow. Welcome. What army you plan to paint? Yes is a valid answer. Sorry, continue.
not so good in his group, and eventually they're like changing in the barracks, and he sees a Tyranids Codex in the dude's locker. He goes, "You play Warhammer?" And the dude looks at him like he asked him if he is gonna piss hot tomorrow. It's like, I don't know. Do you? He goes. He shows him like his Space Marines that he painted into Deathwatch before Deathwatch even had army rules. He goes, hell yeah, I do. And then they started meeting up in secret to play Warhammer, because if the other Marines found out, you know, the toys would be broken.
Yes, or the drill sergeant would be very angry at them.
The funniest thing is that my IRL friend Hermit, he actually also enjoys Warhammer, but through the video games and some of the lore. And when he went to basic, before he got stress fractures in his legs and then medically discharged, he talked a lot about Warhammer, Halo, and other things with like all his buddies in his platoon, and they always got into conversations about like who would win in fights. And then I think at one point they were like, so who would the Flood survive the Halo universe? And then that's when the whole conversation.
Would the Flood survive the Halo universe? Yes, they're already in the Halo universe.
Sorry,
yes,
not the Halo universe, the Warhammer universe. And he was just like, honestly, out of everything that's exists in all media, the Flood has probably the best chance of surviving the Warhammer universe.
It's still fun to point out to people that the Autobots have an incredibly good power scaling with the Warhammer universe.
That is true.
I also
it's like, we have Transformers the size of planets. That's nice. They fit along the lines of Tyranids at that point.
Rev, I have a question about how we're going to be doing the marble thing too. Am I the highest ranked person that's going to be there?
Oh, don't worry. I have wheels ready. So basically, what I'm probably doing for the Marvel Rivals event is that I'm gonna have everybody's name on a wheel, and it's just gonna be spun to see who's gonna be on whose team.
Okay.
And then I have another wheel called the gimmick or band wheel. Basically, I spin it, and we have a 50-50 chance of the match being a gimmick or just a band game. And then the third wheel is going to be between the gimmick wheel and the band wheel. The band wheel literally just has I'm going to spin it for one of each category. So
Yes, it is Sunny. Continue. Sorry.
So, yeah, so one of each category is going to be spun, and whoever name it lands on for each category is going to be like banned. So like, let's say Venom, Spider-Man, and Loki get banned. That means those three characters cannot be played for the whole match. For the gimmick wheel, the gimmick wheel also has some bans where it's like arachnophobia, which means no Spider Family characters,
Mhm.
or arachnophilia. It's 3 players must play as the Spider Family,
Mhm.
and then so on and so forth. That way, it keeps it like very different, very fresh, and it also like kind of has people push to like play other characters. My favorite one is literally called Avengers Assemble. Play as all the character, all the whole team must play as characters from the first Disney Avengers movie. In other
I could
words, no
dig it.
healers, no healers,
I mean, both teams or one team?
both teams.
It's a mirror match.
Okay.
I do have a special one that is literally called Double Trouble, which means both teams must play a different gimmick. And that means I have to spin the wheel twice after that one.
Hmm.
I've been planning it.
Pancreas Did No Work did a great video on that subject about power scaling Warhammer with other universes. I think I've seen that video. Pretty sure I have.
I need to go watch it then, because I have never watched a Pancreas No Work video.
I've watched a couple.
Don't sound too excited.
No, I'm just stretching right now.
It's all groovy. Any opportunity to tease is a valid opportunity to me.
Okay, so now I gotta drill a bunch of barrels. Woohoo!
Your favorite thing, drilling.
Is that extra thin cement glue?
Yes, it is. I
Yes.
answered that earlier. Yes, it is. That is the best glue to use ever for Warhammer. You only use Tamiya extra thin.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
I like to use
Plastic models.
glitter glue.
Is that
The
Successful's
fuck
Dreadnought?
you
Yes, this is
mean,
Bjorn. This is Bjorn Bjornson.
Son of Bjorn.
Yeah.
It's no son of Leman.
That is Bjorn. That is Bjorn Jr. That's Bjorn Jr. Jr. That's Bjorn Jr. Jr. Jr.
Or
And that
Bjorn
one-
Jr., he's just abbreviated to BJ.
and that
Except with
and
the
that's what
Uhu
the
model glue.
and that one is Bob.
Gotta go, bye. See you next time. Good night, chat. Scan for the warp portal. I forgot to close. Later, Bubbo. Thanks for hanging
See you,
out.
Bobo. Stuck with Uhu model glue. I like Uhu because you could do cool gore effects with it. And I am a hoe for gore effects.
So, speaking of gore and stuff, how's your playthrough on Aftermath going?
I made it to the final lab. I did not have any proper appropriate ammunition to deal with that armored charger. Because what I did was I just made chargers follow me and lock them in rooms, but I guess I need to actually, destroy that charger in the final lab area, or second to final lab area, I guess.
Mhm.
Model glue or the thick one?
Have you figured out who was like the mastermind behind
Remember the
everything?
hijack. What do you mean by
Yes.
the model glue or the thick one?
I knew because he goes missing when you go into Area 3.
Fun. But yeah, like I think in that final lab there's like 3 to 5 armor chargers. It depends on like if you explored all the rooms. By the way, I think you've also noticed there's like a ton of battery. Like you need a ton of batteries when you get there to unlock all the cool stuff in the weapons
Yeah.
boxes.
I had a lot of electronics and scrap that I was able to work with before, like in the area before that.
I fucking love that area too. Like I got into that area and I was just like, oh boy, this is
So-
the one
so
that
I
the point that I
died
made-
to that charger, but
Yeah.
so you have to clear out this area to
Which
100%.
Uhu
even
glue
though-
can you make the gore effect? Isn't it just the normal Uhu glue?
It is the normal Uhu glue where it gets that nice stringy strandiness.
Ooh my.
Indeed.
Anyway,
So I was trying to kill the charger guy, basically, do-si-do him. I didn't realize all those little spore thingies were, or like the meat little spheres were actually, gonna nuke me, and I didn't have any more of my, little epinephrine pens to stab into me. So I went down from like 70 health to 20, and now I have to figure out how to make Mr. Windmill over here go through the door, and lead him to a bunch of barrels to blow up because I did not have an appropriate weapon to armor pen.
Fair enough. So
Need
so for
better
me, what I
weapons.
usually do when I do runs like that is I have 3 weapons. I have one and each one uses different ammo, and I try
Yeah.
my absolute best to like at least
One
at the
barrel
beginning
gun.
just to melee zombies, and then when I
Oh,
get
yeah.
to like the harder areas, that's when I use my my guns. It's like
do the
all
same.
right, cool. And then by the time I get to the very end, hopefully I have either a grenade launcher or B at least an LMG. Because an LMG with the box mag, with the dual box mags, it's like, oh, this is good. I'm about to fire 500 bullets.
I unlocked the SSR, which just makes any armored person like one hit kill. Armored chargers take 4 shots.
Nice. Though I feel like the ammo for that probably sucks to find.
It's 7x6 too, so hunting rifle equivalencies.
Yeah, so basically it's like,
Oh,
I
Tony,
mean,
how you
at
doing?
least game-wise, it's like a little rare. Because I know,
Yeah.
I remember I was playing that during one of the streams, and I don't remember if it was Handy or you, where I was like, I'm playing Aftermath right now, and I'm having a hard
It was
time
not me, I
finding.
can tell you that much.
I was like, I'm having a hard time finding 9mm and 5.56, and then Handy was just like, "Fuck you, me, you're having a hard time." So some of the most common rounds.
They
Yeah,
are.
I
they
was
are,
like, well,
but
that
not in this
kinda-
game.
I'm just gonna see
9
get most
millimeter
of
is
Bjorn
the-
done.
And I was gonna say, like, Candy, you have to. I think I remember telling Candy, I was like, Candy, you have to realize that this game takes place like years after the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. Like by this point, it's like I would say roughly 5 to 6 years. So any excess ammunition of that kind might have already been taken and or spent.
You also do know people will learn how to make their own, recycle the casings too, right?
Problem
No,
is,
yeah,
how much cordite and primer are you gonna have?
Which is really cool because I think Ickbard could also attest to this in the game. You could actually create your own pipe weapons.
Yes, you can, and you make ball bearing ammunition.
Oh, dude,
That
the
also, then that just raises the question for you bring the Fallout question to the universe. That Fallout universe into question then too.
which is
They still have all that ammunition.
Well, that's because
mean-
Great War.
Yeah, but still, they still have the ammunition and they still make it.
I don't know, man. They started making the fucking fusion cores. They
Yeah, at some-
retconned
yeah.
them.
Yeah, at some point, the fusion cores are like some of the most like not the easiest things because obviously game mechanics wise it is, but like
It's
people
a double
in
D
the
battery.
Yeah, like people in the wasteland have learned how to make fusion cores, which is weird.
you can make fusion cores. Yeah, you can craft them more specifically. You gotta get all the parts together. It's not like an assembly kit.
I will say this though, at least the MacGyver pipe weapons in fucking Aftermath seem more realistic than the ones in Fallout.
My go-to, even though it's not a pipe,
No, you guys
pipe
are on
weapon,
Fallout.
my go
No, we're talking about weapons and stuff in video games.
yeah, post-apocalyptic weapons. My go-to in Last Stand Aftermath is the gear axe. It is just pound for pound, I think, the best melee weapon.
Yeah, Gear Axe is really good, and then my other favorite one, I think are the Wolverine claws that you can make.
Oh yeah, with the the fisticuffs.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
the
it's your actual Wolverine claws, or are you talking about just like brass?
No, the
knuckles?
actual. No, the brass knuckles you can turn them into the Wolverine claws, and those are even like they're super fast and they do extra damage and they do bleed damage.
Okay. Yeah, I have not I have not made those yet.
To make those, you just need to make the brass knuckles, and then I think you combine them with melee parts.
Okay.
God, I hate doing storm bolters.
But
And
they
tho-
love
and
you,
those,
Handy.
I think those have the same. I think those have the same like amount of endurance as like the brass knuckles. The only
It is
difference
hard.
is
It's
that
really hard to decide, and I had to use D3 to decide which army to start playing. Well, that's a good way to choose.
so I think the difference between the Wolverine claws and the brass knuckles is that the Wolvie claws, like I said, have the bleed out damage, do extra damage, but have less knockback than the brass knuckles. Speed's the same though.
I will be back momentarily.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun
Having fun there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just making sure we don't have any dead air because then Ickbart's gonna be
we're
like,
not gonna have dead air. That's just Ickbar being weird a lot of the time.
if nothing is said in 30 seconds, I'm gonna
I
say
think you said in
some
30
weird
seconds, I'm gonna
out-of-pocket-
say some out of pocket shit.
Yep.
Ugh. How has your ranked grind been?
With me and Ickbart, it's been really, really good actually. We recently just got Ickbart to Gold 3,
Yeah.
and I am 1 away from Plat 3.
You are
And we've
about
actually-
you are about to hit the wall.
Yeah, but don't worry. I have confidence in our skills.
Deal with gluing parts together that require another part to be glued on at the same time. What's good about Warhammer kits is they can usually friction fit together, and then you can just put, like, if you're using Tamiya extra thin, usually what you can do is just like friction fit it, and then you put a little bit of glue in the where the parts connect, and then it'll just stay there. But yeah, you're about to hit a wall because I think there's all like 20 Eternity players right now on PC. That's how bad it is.
Crazy.
And like right now, what is it? Plat 1 is like last season's Diamond 1.
Well, so in other words, they sort of fixed the matchmaking.
Kind of, but the problem
it?
is like, well, yeah, they did, because you're also getting all the players that you can tell were boosted to Grandmaster last season. Like, they're laughably really fucking bad at the game. It's like, how did you get Grandmaster last season if this is how you play?
Exactly. And see, I like this new season. I like that they pretty much fixed the matchmaking, and
I like it, except I hate it when I get those monkeys on my team like 90% of the time. And it's hard to fucking even win. For example, I had so much trouble to build the gun arms of the Tyrannofix, and
But
it's real
just a-
messy.
I just picture a
returned.
bunch of chimpanzees smashing the keyboard. in Plat
You
1 and
mean
Diamond.
the people watching chat right now?
No, the ones playing Marvel Rivals on Handy's team when he's duoing with David.
Fair enough. Could also be
Like
League
if
of
they-
Legends people who hit R to win.
Well, like I said, if my friend David was here, he'd tell you like, yeah, this the teammates we're getting, it's really getting annoying, and it's also like, how are you at this rank if that's how you play?
Meanwhile, I struggled to get into Gold 3. Like, Rev helped me get to Gold 3, and I was struggling.
And to be fair, the reason why we were struggling at first is that we were getting some pretty bad teammates that weren't playing objective. But once we started getting some decent teammates, and we started kind of like, and the
I
funny
also
thing
made it
is,
so I played a healer and they didn't.
yeah. So that's the cool part, is that with Ikbard being like pretty much like our support, he was letting others kind of like play what they're more comfortable with, DPS or tank. And so far, I think in the last games that we've been winning Ikbard, we've actually been like getting people that actually DPSing and communicate, which is really cool. Because
Yeah.
honestly speaking, it was very rare like for us to have communicating teammates, and usually the games where the teammates do not communicate or they bitch a lot is the ones that we lose. But the one that like,
I've had games where I communicate with team and they still bitch a lot and we lose.
well, for us, the teams where we actually had communication, they didn't like belittle anybody. They were just like, hey guys, you know, just FYI, this and this, or they would just let us know about, like, let's say who's like anyone who switched, or oh, there's a Spider-Man or there's a Black Panther. And then that's like when usually I switch characters, because again, thanks to ranked, I've been having to switch characters pretty often, and characters that I'm slowly getting better with, like Wolverine, Namor, Bucky.
Yeah, you've been rocking
Moon
it
Knight.
with Wolverine and Namor recently.
Oh yeah, bro, that one game where you just kept, you and the other healer kept getting, like, keeping me alive while I was just going in there ham ripping everybody apart. I was just like,
Oh yeah.
I even got the MVP.
If anything, like that's another example like that we're running into, is that healing is still way too strong, because you can have two healers pocketing one person and they're unkillable even if the entire enemy team is focusing them.
To be fair,
It's good maneuverability on top of that for the healers. I have had to play patty cake with another healer, and if we're not constantly juking everything being thrown at us, we still explode. So a lot of this maneuverability and limiting where you can actually target us.
Yeah, so it was super lucky for me because, like, again, they were just on point with the healing. I was trying to get rid of as many people as possible on point, because it wasn't just me. Like, granted, I took out like 2 or 3 of them, but by the time I took out 2 or 3 of them, the rest of the team finally caught up after they got eliminated, and were able to like help me take out the rest. Because I was just like, I can't do this by myself, guys. Like, I know I just took out 3 of them, and I have 2 healers pocketing me, but I am currently, now it's just 1 tank and 2 healers. Please, team, come here. I did have to use my ult to take out one of the healers, though, because I was just like, fuck it.
You hope to see your Alpha Legion soon? Heck yeah, Tony.
Was it the deal with the Greater China?
In West Taiwan, born and raised.
I still have to watch the new video.
I watched the new one, and oh my god, it was the funniest thing is that it was like, I think, is West Taiwan bragging about all their current
Don't spoil it
accomplishments.
for him. Don't spoil it for him. He hasn't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it yet, man. What the hell?
Let's just say it's just really funny.
I kind of got this episode today spoiled because I follow him on Twitter, and like about a third of the jokes he makes are jokes that he and others were making on Twitter the night before. Granted, he had some really fucking good ones that he made up that were not on Twitter, so they were a pleasant surprise. But Wookie could have been an email type of thing for a majority of the talking points.
Mm-hmm.
This part 53. So there's someone who does Warhammer content on YouTube. What, me? Yeah, I do. I make videos on YouTube.
Yep.
Or Ikbard kind of makes stuff too.
I kind of made stuff. I've done stuff in the past as well.
Yeah.
Ikbard is a once in a blue moon type of thing, though.
Yeah.
I am a recurring guest on podcasts.
Not
That is true.
inconceivable. Doing the Hive comp. You make videos? Yeah, I know I make videos. It's part 53, right?
I am still in the process of making and learning how to make videos. And
You're
I have to give
inconsolable,
thanks.
buddy.
And I have, yeah, thank you. I don't know what. Anyway, I have to thank Candy.
Sorry,
for
Jamie
teaching
just
me
said
how
he
to
was
make.
inconsolable, and I went, wait, huh?
Huh.
The
I thought
perky
it said
Irishman is
inconceivable.
dad.
Inconceivable.
So you're learning how to make YouTube videos.
Yes, and I have to thank Candy for teaching me how to like use some of the things, but I might need
You're welcome.
some extra lessons.
Please, for the
Uh,
love of God, edit shit for me.
The same
In
reason I'm
time,
doing
in
to the
time.
Knights box. GW is getting greedier. That's why.
Ah,
Nick Bart's just like, bro, become my editor.
just edit for me. That is the part that I genuinely despise. And I already have to do it for the podcast for Handy, Fart, and I.
When am I gonna be a guest on your podcast?
When we actually start releasing episodes.
Oh, fair enough.
Also, when you start a Warhammer army, buddy.
Oh.
Those are the rules.
The army I want is Black Templars, if anything. But you like, there has to be some sort
I
of.
said Mr.
sub-goal
Skeleton's
or
very
something.
similar to the guy that is. Oh, poor Hammer. Maybe I can see it. But yeah, I also have a YouTube channel too. I make videos on it.
So Mr. Skeleton's name is Handy.
Or Revan.
If you call him Revan, well, you're not wrong. But I still don't know why you decided to call yourself Revan when you're
Because when you
Team
have a
or
VTuber,
handicraft.
when you have a VTuber model, you have to have a name for the character. Those is the rules.
And I find it funny because like I think I remember telling this on stream, but I don't know if I told it on y'all's stream about like how I came up with my screen name, and this was after I had like a crappy screen name back in Xbox days, where it
Like,
was
Oh,
like
how
yeah.
we all did.
or they force you whenever you get gold. Or they force you to redo your name, so you have to spend money after you make your name whenever you get an online account.
because like obviously whoever like for those who like got Xbox 360 back in the day, like early days of Xbox and 360, everybody came up with like a gamer tag that was kind of like childish. Like they were like, I don't know, 420, like XX 420, 360 Blaze It XX or whatever, and they just came up with all these like, or like for some reason they were like Pissmaster 69 or some shit.
Chug Jug
Uh,
Enthusiast number 42.
Yeah. Back in the 360 days, my original gamer tag used to be Zombie Slayer 96. And
Yes.
I wonder how old you are.
Oh, well, there goes my age, but that's fine.
The new Chaos Knight. It's cool. It's very neat, but I'd like them to stop making
wonder-
like using Questoris chassis for everything.
And then
Please give us a new knight.
And then I think
This
I
one
remember
reads for
that,
Black
like,
Templars. Got them started, but I'm pretty sure I live too far away for that. Nonsense. Shipping worldwide is a
Man.
thing.
Indeed
and
it
then
is.
and then I remember that one day I was just like, I don't like. Originally, it was like I had corridos something, but that was because that was my cousin's original account when I bought the 360 off of him, and then I made my own account which had all his games for some reason, like all the games that he owned now I owned. I don't know how that worked, but I was just like, okay, I guess they're mine now. And then
Off the leaks,
I
baby.
switched it to and then I switched it to Revenus, and I was just like, oh, I remember it was the license transfer thing or some shit like that, where like you can only do it up to like 3 times or something in the
Yeah, I
lifetime.
know what you're talking about.
So yeah, I remember doing a license transfer of his account to mine. So that was one use of it on his end, which I never used again because I was just like, well, I have all his games. Why do I care? And then after I built up my reservoir of games and my friend Hermit's reservoir of games, we did license transfer to each other so we can get each other's games, so on and so forth. But anyways, I digress. So I decided to make a new gamer tag, and I was just like, what am I gonna name myself? And I just named myself Revenus because I think at the time I was playing a playthrough of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, and
enough.
I named it Revan at first, but then I changed the en to an on because I was just like, I want to combine my favorite character with like the ravenous bloodthirsty like blood hunger that I have whenever I play multiplayer games, and that's how I came up with my name Revenus, my screen name.
Did I ever tell you where I got the inspiration for my name, Rev?
I think I remember from a previous stream that you told. I think it was like one of the first few streams when I was like watching
A
Andy for
watcher?
the first time. Yeah, but I don't remember.
So Ichabod is a play on the name Ichabod from Sleepy Hollow. There was an Xbox 360 game that I played, and I absolutely loved. I think it was called Daggerdale, and it was a D&D game. It was made with 4th edition in mind, and you're basically going up a huge tower, completing a story, yada yada. Never got a sequel, which is a shame because I genuinely loved the game. And I started to go, this is going to be my first D&D character. What's their story? And I thought of Ichabod. What is like a more hard consonant sounding name that you could imagine a dwarf would have? So I took Ichabod and I went, let's make it more harsh and consonant sounding. So I got Ichabod out of it, and the rest is history.
Yes.
So whenever I start a new edition of D&D, I make a dwarf fight named Ichabod. Or I play a Baldur's Gate run. Like if I play a new D&D RPG or CRPG that's D&D, a dwarf fighter named Ichabod is gonna be my first guy to run through it all, because that's my boy.
Yeah.
All right. And I think I remember you telling this story too, because I remember I made a comment on your character by saying what was it that I said? I remember saying
You
something.
said your
along the
idea
lines
sucks.
of...
Damn right. Damn right it did.
As I remember saying when you first
You have the
started
jab being for
it,
sale and starts. Wait, the javelin's up for sale right now?
Andy's ears perked.
No, well, I'm not buying because those things are ridiculously expensive. But does that mean? Oh, wait. No, does that mean that Invictus is going on right now? Fuck, I think fuck. Did I miss? Is today the first day or? Walrus, is today the
I
first
have
day
a
or is
cold
it
take about Star Citizen.
today the first day or not?
Because this is about Star Citizen, right, Handy?
Yeah.
EVE Online ran so Star Citizen can crawl.
First day's the
Yeah,
15th.
real-
Oh, okay.
But no, yeah, real quick before I lose my
Train of thought.
train of thought. When you first told me about this on stream when I was a watcher, and you were like, "Oh yeah, you know, I got inspiration from Ichabod from Sleepy Hollow." The first thing I thought in my head, and I'm gonna repeat it here, was the Disney animation adaptation.
Yeah.
Where it was Ichabod, the tales of Ichabod Crane and Mr. Toad.
Jesus
I was just
Christ,
like-
I hate the new store page layout. This sucks.
And in my head, I was just like, bro, that was a blast from the past. When you like said all that, I was just like, oh my god, I just got like,
Without even trying, I hit you with a nostalgia bomb.
yeah, and also this is how old you are bomb.
God, this new store page layout sucks. I went from 8 ranked game lose streak to an 8 game win streak. Perfectly balanced as all things should be, yeah. God, this fucking sucks.
Damn, meme guy. Got it all balanced. Jamie, I see your frustration with Chaos Knight stuff. However, I have a counter argument. People in Auspex Tactics YouTube channel in the comment section have been calling it the dentist, and I think that's so hilarious that it should offset any sins that are going to happen with the new packaging. Because I'm going to call that thing the dentist.
God, this fucking sucks. I hate this. Give me the old store back. This one sucks.
Poor Handy's just having a fit over there. This sucks.
Well, it does suck.
Guys, this sucks!
This
Don't
fucking
lie.
sucks.
If you were a true Warhammer fan, you'd be okay with all this stuff. This sucks. You know what also hit me with a nostalgia trip the other day when I was like just sitting back watching some videos.
What?
I went back in time, in a sense, and I watched some dude playing Star Wars Force Unleashed. And I
Oh,
was just
damn.
like, yeah, in my head I was just like,
Ugh.
damn. I like.
We had
I
it
like
good
those
back
kids.
then, man.
We had it good. Like it's like
It's a fluff through, pretty much.
It's like, oh, this appeals to the male fantasy, the intimate male fantasy, and in my head, it's like, no, this is male fantasy right here. Star Wars Force Unleashed, being a fucking powerhouse, using the Force to like rip down Star Destroyers from the sky,
Saving people we love, redeeming ourselves through forgiveness of the people we have wronged in our past.
or trying to do like a last stand situation with your friend. Like you can't tell me, for those who have watched the Clone Wars and actually seen those clones that do the last stand shit, don't tell me that's not badass, because that shit is badass.
Well, I'll do you one
I just
better. The
love-
Space Marine 2 scene.
That one's also pretty good, yeah. Like it's like,
hard.
and I really love that, like that one clip from the Vine Bros or whatever they're called, the ones that do the like kids react or adults
The
react
ones
or
that
whatever.
tried
The
to
Fine Bros.
copyright React.
Vine Bros.
Tried
Yes.
to copyright it and then got
And blacklisted a bunch
destroyed.
of talent, YouTube talent, because they had issues with their predatory business models. Yeah.
The Fine Bros, like I remember they did like an episode, and there's a clip that like aged like sour milk, and it's the one of the girl that played GTA. On
Oh,
one
that
of
was
their...
BuzzFeed article. People, it was a BuzzFeed Reacts.
Yeah.
That wasn't by the
And-
Fine Bros.
Oh, really?
That was BuzzFeed journalism.
Well, put that journalism in air quotes.
Well, no, because
They-
like it was no. I remember that episode. It was like, I think young adults or college students or something that reacts, and it's like this girl with poofy hair, and she was playing the game, and then she was just like, "See, this is why the video games are terrible, because it just appeals to the male fantasy," and it's just like, no.
I'm googling this now because we all have supercomputers in front of us.
It was on an episode of the Fine Bros like reaction.
Nope.
I know it is.
Have it right here from Know Your Meme. Video games appeal to the main male fantasy refers to a series of videos remixing a clip of feminists playing Grand Theft Auto posted by BuzzFeed.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up because I know the episode. There's an episode of this.
I have the source. I'm throwing it in chat. The Discord chat here. Yep, Walrus is also confirming it. BuzzFeed. Yeah, role-playing a natural disaster. Went to the park, found a guy holding a piece of band of goblins with a dad joke. I already reacted to it. He got men. Thinking of writing a 40k fanfic where Diddy's a perpetually wakes up the 40th millennium and fights Fulgrim and becomes Slaanesh's demon prince. That's meme guy. That's brilliant. If you actually write it well, like the story structure and the grammar well, people are gonna love it. Fine Bros was elderly. The elders react to GTA, is what Jamie is saying.
Well, I don't think they're doing so fine today, nowadays.
Nah.
No.
How to kill your goodwill in the YouTube community.
I still think back to that terrible shit show that was that YouTube like live stream event but they had Norm Macdonald with two YouTubers going, "All the stars are here! We have Benai, fine, Rafi, fine, the Lonely Island, all the stars are here!"
And playing autism is taking off again since I'm playing DCS. Cool.
Turned into a music reaction channel. Oh, how wonderful.
I guess they totally don't get copyright strikes.
So weird, because I do remember this being a part of like their Games React channel.
You're thinking of Elders React GTA 5.
No, it was literally on one of the Fine Bros. I remember this. That clip of that
No,
lady.
they copied the React Bros format, but they had BuzzFeed women do it instead. I literally linked the fucking thing in the Discord for you to see, to know, to let you know that you were mistaken.
Wasn't it also BuzzFeed that did the thing where they tested the testosterone of some of their guys and like all
Yes,
of them
the
were
Try Guys
incredibly
before
low?
they went on their own YouTube channel, and the one guy whose personality trait was he loves his wife had an affair.
Trying to look for the actual YouTube,
Well, okay, then.
YouTube video.
The BuzzFeed had the Try Guys do their testosterone levels, and they were all like ludicrously low.
I mean, you kind of didn't need a test to see that. You could tell even without a test.
Now I'm just sad because I'm thinking fondly of Norm Macdonald. I miss him. Norm Macdonald was a damn gem. A gem, I tell you. Gone too soon.
Where he passed away or something?
He's been dead for years.
Oh,
He died of cancer.
yes, the thing that everyone is dying from.
Yeah, but he's had it for like on again and off again for like 30 years.
Oof.
And like the only people who knew were like his doctor, his mom.
I guess I can't find it because I know I swear it was on the React channel that those dudes made.
You can't
but
find it because it doesn't exist.
Why? You've
That's-
already been proven wrong. Stop looking.
It's just that like it's so weird because I have such a vivid memory of me just binge watching.
So you're thinking about using the Emperor's Children Marines I got as a mini of the month as a trophy on one of the vets of the Sons of the Phoenix Army put together. Do it. If you don't have any other use for it, then do it.
But regardless, that clip there aged like fucking sour milk because, like, holy crap, dude! Like, it's like, oh, this appeals to the male fantasy, and I'm just like, you do realize that like that is not like, GTA like is a game, but it's not. It doesn't appeal to just like the quote unquote male fantasy. There's like a fucking ton of video games. Like, if you want to see peak quote unquote fantasy, like male fantasy, just look at things like Space Marine 2, The Force Unleashed, Dragon Ball.
Doki Doki
Like-
Literature Club.
No. No, I'm stuffing that one back down.
No, I got another one for you. Let me grab it real quick so I don't misquote it.
Well,
But-
we're
But at,
waiting.
but at the same time, like it's like there are games that also appeal to like to like the female side of the game, like of gamers. Like we have like like you can't tell me, and again, sorry again for those who like enjoy these games and you're a dude, but like you can't tell me
But-
games like Hello Kitty Island Adventure was made with dudes in mind.
Hold on. Are you telling me wholesome Monster Girl Academia is not part of, a man's
Hard.
fantasies?
Isn't that one that was made with a Kickstarter that was made by a fucking like that got his pastor to help him with it?
It's not kickstarted, but yes, his pastor officially blessed it and condoned it. Yes, he did.
Jesus. Oh my god. Anyway, like
It
there
is-
are obvious
It is
games-
fantastic.
There
It
are
is
games
hilarious.
made for
Yeah,
different
also say that
types of
again.
Fantastic.
Say that again.
Fantastic.
I shine bright like a star. That pastor is personally sent to hell.
We've
It's
been
not
playing so
nice.
much Marvel Rivals, we could quote most of the ultimates.
Dar, dar, dar.
Your powers are mine. Let there be chaos. I love his friendly one.
Mundo goes where he pleases.
The moon haunts you. Leave it to catch you. Anyways, going back, but yeah, there's like different games. Like honestly, I feel like Marvel Rivals is a good example of like a genre, even though it's meant for like geeks and nerds to play video games. It's meant for like everyone who's a geek and a nerd. Cause like, bro, there are so many good fucking characters on that roster, and I can't wait for like another 18 days because here comes Ultron.
I'm not looking forward to Ultron. I'm looking forward to him at the same time. I'm not.
He's not looking forward to it because everyone's gonna be locking him down.
No, that's not why. Because now it makes all flying comps a thing.
Oh, that's right. We got
And flyer's already a pain in the ass to deal with.
flying DPS, and flying healer. You know what? You know what we're missing? A flying tank. War Machine.
It appeals to
I'm a
them.
claw
Godzilla
machine.
Works trilogy. I miss those games. I miss the Godzilla fighting games. I want a new one.
Gojira.
Dude, I also miss the Godzilla fighting games.
But do
I
they
remember
miss
the
you?
one that had like all like the Godzilla, like all the different like ones for back in the. I don't know if it was PS2 or PS3 when they released this. That was PS2. I remember.
You're thinking of the one that came out on the Wii that had everything. Because the one that came on the PS2, Xbox 360, and the GameCube was Godzilla Save the Earth.
Yeah.
And then
It's
after that, it was
Godzilla.
Godzilla Giga Bash, and that came out in like late 2004, and it had like all
Was
the
it
Godzilla
Save-
monsters.
I remember one that's called Battle for Earth or something like that.
It saved the Earth.
That one also is a fighting game, no?
Yeah, Godzilla Save the Earth is the last fighting game that was on all consoles, and then it went to
remember.
exclusively to Wii, and I was really pissed.
I remember Jet Jaguar in that.
Destroy
PS2
all
one, though.
monsters. Yeah, Destroy all
Jumping
monsters. is another one of them,
Jaguar.
too.
And the one where like his ultimate is him spawning a mini Jet Jaguar to fight to help fight the enemy. He was such an annoying character to fight.
Yeah.
But I loved it that up until that when that game released, I love that every iteration of Godzilla and monster any other monsters that appeared in Godzilla was in that game.
Well, except for Biollante. That wasn't
Yeah,
until
except
the Wii one.
And also Zilla, but we don't talk about Zilla.
Yeah, we don't talk about Zilla. Well, actually, people are a little bit more fond of it now, a little bit, because the horrible Godzilla anime.
Fair. I also remember that the
And also, Zilla is canon to the Godzilla universe. It's just a different species.
Yes, it is.
just
Because
I just
Godzilla
like the
destroyed
fact-
it in Final Wars.
yep. I'm so
Godzilla
happy-
lore runs deep.
Yes.
I'm so happy that in Final Wars they got rid of that thing because I was just like, yes, thank you, please get rid of it.
I have no clue, meme guy.
Out of the arms, legs first,
But,
get to skill. Biollante the first, and there's a mod to add her to the base roster. Wasn't Biollante
I
the
think
mod?
one of my favorite. like-
Biollante wasn't in the files, I'm pretty sure. That was just a mod. They modded it in.
I think my favorite.
There's
like,
multiple Godzilla animes. There's the one that took place in the future where you had Godzilla Earth. That was a trilogy of movies and they weren't very good. And then there's
thought
Godzilla
they were
Singularity
very
Point, which was just like, what the fuck is this?
honestly, Godzilla Earth to me wasn't so bad. I don't know, like I feel like
welcome to
he-
Earth.
Godzilla
I hate that-
in Godzilla is a plant.
no. Godzilla wasn't a plant. is just that his radiation affected the like he was able to grow to the size of a mountain range. Maybe bigger.
Motherfucker, did you not listen, pay attention to the lore? They said he is literally a plant.
They did not say that
Yes, they did.
in Godzilla Earth. No, he was just a he basically had the same backstory as every other version of Godzilla. The only difference being is that the rest of the planet mutated alongside with him because he was the dominant species. So the rest of the planet had to adapt with its biology.
It's so great having all these supercomputers. in our
Okay, so
pockets
here we
and now
go.
we're talking
Google
about-
is your friend. Is Godzilla Earth a plant? Yes, Godzilla from the Godzilla. Yes,
What?
Godzilla from the Godzilla anime trilogy is a plant-based organism.
It never said that in the movies.
Yes, it
Rev,
did.
if you were a parent, you'd be the parent that would have the most confused kids asking all the wrong questions at school because they said, "Well, my dad said it was this."
Well, no, Godzilla Earth from that anime. Well, Godzilla from that anime series is plant-based. Destroya is a crab. Yes.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Godzilla Earth be a plant-based organism when like its origins was still relatively similar to all the other Godzillas?
Because then that's how the Earth evolved around it. Because it was a plant-based organism, its DNA spread throughout the Earth.
Help wanted revenge. Okay. This
So
is what
wait,
Big Kelp wants to
so
warn
you're
you.
what you're
No.
telling me is that they said, oh yeah, it has the same backstory as the original Godzilla, but it's somehow transformed itself.
No, it's
into
not
a
the same
plant-based organism?
It's not the same backstory.
Then how did Godzilla become a being? Like they never explained it. The fact that they're just
Because he
saying,
was
oh yeah,
plant-based.
it's plant-based.
Plant-based organism. He evolved
Okay,
from a
but-
plant. I don't know. It's stupid anime logic.
Vegans assemble.
It's the music stopped.
Chat.
You
It
said
doesn't
that.
make any sense. Oh, bro.
Chat, I'm so sorry Mom and Dad are fighting right now. No, I'm the mom. I'm so sorry Dad and son are fighting.
Fun.
Because I'm the mom. Everyone is says if Handy is the dad, Ickbard's the mom.
Pick mommy.
And Mom, I am Mom's
And Daddy.
Hello.
Oh my
I'm
God.
Mombard. I'm the American offshoot of Mombot from Twitter.
Mombard and Hand Daddy.
And Daddy sounds extremely cursed.
Yes, very cursed. Never again. Shut up.
Well, there's your new title. Have fun with it, chat. Hand Daddy.
No.
Are we adding that to the banned terms now?
Maybe. Earth was that the plant got tired from all the monsters attacking him, made Godzilla into this. Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait, what? Wait,
The planet
what?
got tired from all the giant monsters existing and attacking, so the Earth, basically Gaia, made pop Godzilla into existence.
Is that the actual lore? That is.
Yes. Apparently.
Okay, well now that's actually retarded.
No, the Ghidorah from that series was stupid.
The three-headed astral being, bro, that looked cool.
Oh,
It was-
the
it was
Listen,
pretty
it
we
was-
both can be retarded. It's okay. It's
it
not
was
a competition.
Fucking stupid.
We all suffer.
Not gonna lie, the idea of my like rating of that trilogy actually went down with the fact that's the backstory of that Godzilla. Like, okay,
Vegan
then-
Godzilla.
okay.
Well, someone obviously didn't pay too close attention to the movie because they literally say it in the movie.
I don't actually remember them saying it because I just remember them talking about how much of a monster he was and all this other shit, and that how the whole planet evolved around him. Not that it came from the planet and then the planet evolved around him. Because
I'm just surprised with like with Godzilla being like that. You missed it, but you didn't miss him saying he also does CrossFit.
He also knows how to ball.
Way to strangle both of you.
We all knew about the legendary Mew streak he was on and how he did CrossFit and was a
Going-
vegetarian.
Oh, let me guess, and he got the skibidi Riz.
Absolutely, no cap.
And from memory, it would be like 5 or 6 if I watched it.
Godzilla
Later,
Earth
Silver.
was the Wizard of Oz.
Boy Ghidorah in theory was cool. The movie was boring and the fight was trash. Yes. Very garbage. Garbage movie.
Very garbage. I hated it. I hate all of it. I wanted to die. I wanted to explode.
I will say,
Not
though,
in game, in real life.
I will say though, at least the concepts of like Godzilla itself being like evolving the planet with him, and Mechagodzilla were actually pretty cool. I like the whole like
yeah,
big fatty
and
nanites.
unfortunately, we never actually got to see Mechagodzilla in action. You know, I think that would have been cool, but no, he's just a fucking city.
But to be fair, it was a city made of nanites, and the nanites would like literally
And a machine, son.
devour the organics that require to power it.
Do you guys remember the movie Agent Cody Banks and how they made nanites the most terrifying fucking thing ever?
Yes, vaguely.
I feel like we
Kinda.
don't talk about Agent Cody Banks enough.
God, those movies, bro.
Yeah, remember the titular opening like half hour where Cody Banks is in like a changing room at a summer camp with a really hot lady there? You can't you wouldn't see that in a movie nowadays, and for good reason.
They'll have Mechagodzilla City spawn a bunch of tiny Mechagodzillas that actually fight Earth. Yes, that would have been cooler. But it didn't happen.
I do like that. I think it's in the first or second movie, or I think it was the first movie actually, that they fought the Godzilla that they were fighting. They took it out, and they were just like, "Yeah, we defeated him." And then it's like, "Oh, that was a baby. That was like a infant." The one that you guys remember, it's over there, behind the mountain. Give it a second. it just rises.
Wait
The
for it.
mountain
Wait
moves.
for it.
The whole mountain range starts moving, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Oh yeah,
But
but you
again,
also
the
heard
whole-
there's we're getting a sequel for the Godzilla -1. It's
Yeah,
gonna be Godzilla -2.
And we also had Godzilla vs Kong for 2027 announced.
Yes, but when
Okay,
can it be a solo Godzilla movie?
Okay, wait, hold on, back up. Ignoring the Godzilla vs Kong, you're not telling me it's actually called Godzilla -2.
No, I'm just fucking with you. It's called that. That's what everyone's
Okay.
saying as a joke. It'd be
Okay, I was
fucking
about
funny.
to say, like, bro, if we have to go even further back, like in like, what are we gonna show? There's gonna be no Godzilla.
Yeah, because the first movie was called Godzilla -1, so you either gotta call it Godzilla 0 or Godzilla -2.
I hope it's just Godzilla, and if they decide to put Godzilla 0, I hope they turn the O in Godzilla to just the number 0.
It's gonna be great because what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a period piece about the female lead and how she has Godzilla melanoma now.
Or
So
she
she has
turns into
Godzilla
bio-
cancel. She usually has Godzilla cells in her at the end of the
Yeah,
movie.
or she turns into
Or.
Biollante.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's everyone's theory.
My favorite thing, by the way, so just so I can point this out, because this is something I wanted to say before. I love how this dude was like had a theory about the Godzilla movies where Godzilla was just the main villain, and Japan had to fight him off. Someone was just like, "What if Godzilla was just traumatized so badly with fighting monsters to the point where he's having schizophrenic episodes in Japan where he's fighting invisible monsters no one can see?"
Godzilla is a Vietnam vet without his fend.
Yeah.
If the main villain for
and-
Supernova isn't Space Godzilla, I'd be super disappointed. Not Destroyer, not yet. Supernova's probably gonna be Space Godzilla and Gigan, is my guess.
Guys, what if there was a Godzilla film, but like all the other Godzilla monsters lived in like a homeowner association, and Godzilla was a copper wire fiend?
Hedorah would most likely be. I feel like Hedorah would make a better modern Godzilla villain, especially for the like Godzilla versus Kong monsterverse. Hedorah would be
I
a
want to
better
bring back a
choice.
stupid guy. I want that turtle dude with like the fucking like circular saw on his tummy.
That's not turtle. That's Gigan's a bird.
No,
Gigan's
I
a
swear there
bird.
was like a tortoise that had that.
No, I think you're thinking of Gamera. That's a completely different series.
Camera.
Let me look this up. Let me use the Google.
Because the only Godzilla character that has a circular saw like thing on themselves is Gigan. And then there's the giant bug that has its Megalon. That's what should have been another one of the villains for the Godzilla vs Kong universe since they have the Hollow Earth now.
Not gonna lie,
Gigan is
I
a
feel
space
like
chicken, yes.
I feel like Godzilla King of the Monsters should.
I was thinking of Gigan. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think Godzilla King of the Monsters should have been a whole like all-out battle royale between like old Godzilla like monsters and Godzilla just fighting them one at a time.
And
And
then
then-
like a sock. Got it.
And then they should have kept King Ghidorah for the next movie and called that movie Godzilla Monster Zero.
Well, Monster Zero is actually something different, completely actually a monster. I'm thinking of Monster
wasn't it?
X. Yeah, I'm thinking of Monster X because in Godzilla Final Wars, there's the.
Well, no, that's the tag name for King Ghidorah. That's why.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I'm
in
saying
the movie.
Pinky Dora.
King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah. Oh, I see what you fuck. King Ghidorah. God damn it.
So as a minor tangent, I have an ongoing inside joke with Zikbard, which now I'm gonna open.
Yeah,
up
I
to
know.
you guys.
Monster X is
Whenever-
Kaiser Ghidorah. I was thinking of Monster X.
Whenever you go to like an amusement park and they have roller coasters where they have the person speaking Spanish to you, it's like Pierce E penis. I always look over to Mrs. Zikbard and go Pierce E penis.
Or when dude, my favorite Spanish euphemism or like speech like change is they don't say Sprite in Spanish properly. They say
They say
Sprite. They
Sprite.
put it, no, they say Sprite. Like they put a E at the beginning, like Sprite.
I'm pretty.
Can I have
like-
a Sprite?
Son of the Emperor. Later, Cam.
Exactly. Like, bro, if you ever bring like Sprite, like soda cans or bottles or whatever to like a party with just like a bunch of Mexican Spanish speaking people, they literally will tell you, like, just listen closely and you will hear like a dad or a mom ask their child, "Hijo, me traes un Sprite de la hielera, por favor?" Like, bring me a Sprite from the cooler, but like in Spanish, and you'll notice that they'll say a Sprite. And I was just like, okay.
That's a fun thing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back to talking about Godzilla.
Gojira.
It's more fun.
In the
Godzilla! But that is
Radiant
actually not
monster names
Godzilla. Due to
dumb
Japanese
lore.
copyrights, it is not Godzilla. But we should run like it is Godzilla! But it's not.
Yeah.
I love that little bit.
Yeah.
Same with what's it called? Earth Defense Force. Oh my god, it's Godzilla. No, it's not. It's distinctly a giant kaiju lizard.
Yes. Tau Mechagodzilla.
a Tau
Do it.
Mechagodzilla. That sounds poggers.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Wait, aren't the Tau the Elven Nightmares? Or is
No,
that
Nope,
Tau's
That's the Eldar.
Fish goat people.
the Eldar. I was about to say, like, if the Eldar
enemy
create a
because, you know,
Mecha
Hollow Earth.
Godzilla,
That's what I was saying, meme guy. Megalon is like the perfect choice for a villain. Because Hollow Earth has been introduced now.
Oh god, Agartha is real in this universe.
what?
Because of the Hollow Earth and the Godzilla King Kong cinematic, whatever
Oh.
the fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, just take a look at the battle axe that fucking King Kong used in that
Are
one
you
Godzilla
telling
movie.
me that one Austrian painter was right then?
in the Godzilla universe? Yes.
In a fictional world full of kaijus, yes.
Yes. What was the whole story behind the reason why Godzilla had to I don't remember. What was the whole point of like the Hollow Earth existing in the American Godzilla movies?
I believe it's because that's where an ancient tribe of like First Nation squared Native Americans are basically. And
But-
they are the people who worship the monsters that protect the world. And Godzilla is like the great equilibrium. So if shit gets fucky, Godzilla comes to balance it, whether they're a good force or a bad force. Godzilla comes to put it, neutral.
In other words, as the guy who.
Well, I mean, the
I
Hollow
think-
Earth was always a thing in the Godzilla series too. Is Megalon.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So I guess the guy who, I think he was the guy who created Godzilla, put it best. Godzilla isn't good or evil; it's just a force of nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the Titans originated from the Hollow Earth. Yeah.
Which is why, like, Godzilla always has those PTSD hallucinations and attacks Japan regularly, fighting invisible monsters. You see, in Godzilla -1, he was just fighting like another monster. You guys couldn't see it. Only Godzilla could. That's why he like nuked Japan.
Yes.
All
Sure.
he was doing is just telling the humans to get out of the way.
Good job, Mr. President. Embodiment of nukes. Yeah, it varies, like, depiction from each depiction.
Yeah, obviously the original Godzilla was supposed to be a euphemism about using nuclear weapons and how bad it could get. Even though,
Scoreboard.
like,
Sorry, that's our version of scoreboard.
scoreboard. Oh, what happened to your friends? Is that him painted on that wall?
Why, you don't like playing shadow puppets?
On.
And he's just like, why you guys like this?
Speaking of which, Andy, how was the monetization on the last stream? Where I,
It was fine, thank God.
yeah, like almost like I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, but you gotta remember,
Alright.
sometimes the YouTube is weird.
YouTube
Alright,
does
now let's-
retroactively change rules.
Yeah.
All right, now
It was
let's
nuclear
push the
disintegration,
envelope a
he's
little bit
Fukushima.
more on this.
Monster
on this
He's a
stream.
stressed out and overworked OSHA worker.
Oh man, I ain't gonna lie though, that shit was funny.
Fuck do I attach this? like
Yes,
that,
is
okay.
the answer.
I'll figure it
Good
out.
on you.
Thank you, Tony.
Demonetization. Thank you for the $2, Tony.
That should also be another thing that it's like if chat wants to say something that might get handy like demonetized, they just pay the handy money.
That's not how that works. That's not how the Force works.
That's not how the force works.
How does the force work? Not like
See,
that.
there's these
Oh, don't worry, I'll just-
bacteria called
don't
metachlorians.
don't
that
worry.
do a
I'll just
thingy.
I'll just use force heal. Force what now? Force heal. How long has this been the thing? Like forever? That's the whole reason why I turned to the dark side. Can I switch teams again? No. Why not? Because you killed children in Minecraft.
Hey, they had it coming.
They
No,
had
no,
it coming. They had it. Sorry. I love the musical Chicago, and that's literally the hook for one of the songs. If anyone hasn't watched it, please watch the musical Chicago.
We even have enough 2mm magnets.
Oh
for this
man,
one now?
this is insane. So Mrs. Zickbird sent me a link to a video going over about potentially looks like a politician who may not be real, may purely be an AI generated person. But the person who's doing the investigation on it is Destiny. And I told her I'm not going to watch something made by Destiny. He's genuinely one of the most awful people in the world, and she doesn't know who Destiny is. So I'm
Oh.
giving her tidbits of Destiny lore. I'm
Oh, no.
giving her the highlights.
Yes, the highlights.
He is
She's hitting me
literally
with like all the reaction emotes right now.
Yeah, no, this dude literally is one of those guys who would actually deny the Holocaust. Like that
Oh my
that's what
God.
Destiny is. That's the one of those guys.
But he'll say it fast enough to make it to kind of gloss over it.
Yeah, it's like if you want someone who's a terrible human being, there's Destiny, and then there's someone above him, and he is currently facing jail time, or he might be facing jail time in the near future because he posted out a tweet that said, "Oh, I got stopped at an airport," and it's just like, I wonder why. I wonder if it has anything to do with you promoting a certain Middle Eastern group of people.
Yeah.
Pass on, Packer, screw you.
Us! I'm gonna kill you! In Minecraft.
I don't know why, but
In
now
your house! In real life! In Los Angeles!
I don't know why, but you guys reminded me of that episode of Team 4 Stars Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, where it's like, oh,
Make a good
Catholics-
Godzilla.
Catholic S
Probably.
bombers. This is a fun day.
I would think maybe Zilla.
God is great, and they all yell out "God is great," and then Alucard is just like, you know, it's kind of weird, but I think that sounds a lot better than ever. You gotta love Team 4 Star. Unfortunately, though, the guy, I forgot who was the guy who
Takahata.
voices Alucard, Takahata.
Yeah.
He is currently in some trouble right now for some reason.
Well, it's because
What
someone's trying to cancel him. It's all apparently someone's trying to cancel him. He knows who it is who's doing it, and he said if they don't stop, he's gonna take legal action
Based in standing up for
for
yourself.
defamation.
Build. Unless it's actually real, then not based for making it worse. But if it's fake, based. You know what I
Well,
mean?
there's other people that
I
are
gotta
saying
cover
it's
my
not
bases
true.
nowadays.
Yeah.
I gotta cover
Yeah,
my
so-
bases nowadays.
So here's another problem. Another VTuber came. I don't know if it's the same person Andy and I are talking about, but I doubt it. But he recently collabed with a VTuber named Alicia, and they were
Wow, Alicia.
going at it. They were going at it on Twitter, but they weren't
That's hot.
giving any. They weren't giving any specifics of why they're fighting and why she like realizes who Takahata really is as a person. And she even took down all the episodes that she collabed with Takahata with for Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, because she reacted to the full series with Takahata, and now the
Oh.
entire series is taken down from YouTube. Like she removed them. And in my head, I'm just like, okay, so if they're not going to explain why they're having this beef, what's the point of making it public? Like, you guys could have
Well, he
just
said he didn't want to make it public, but I think she might be the one that's making it public. Then it might be her.
yeah. So in my head, it's just like y'all could literally have just talked in DMs, and if you guys decided not to
Oh,
talk to
this.
each other more and collab, you guys could have just done like just DM'd each other and then not made it public. But if people kept asking why the entire series is gone, you could have made a tweet that just said, due to some, I don't know, current events, that current private events, we decided you could just, or I decided to remove.
You know what you could have done to make it go over a whole lot better? Just
What?
say that Funimation was copyright. You said I had to take it down.
Fair enough. You could have
That
done
requires
too, but-
brains.
Oh, what?
And that also requires evidence that, you know, Funimation would take down those episodes. But
They've done it. They've tried to do a Dragon Ball Z abridged multiple times,
yeah,
but it's always
yes,
one on parody law.
Yes, but at the same time, they've also like all the VTubers and YouTubers that react to the series. They do the classic, putting the something like something like over the actual like episodes, like
Yeah.
and just decrease the.
That's how I
opacity.
watched a lot of old episodes of Judge Judy on YouTube.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, so like again, like a lot of people are calling them out that this whole issue between them is a whole nothing burger, and then he replied to somebody who said that, like a little defensively, and it's just like, look, you either take your drama, like either keep your drama to yourself, or don't post it on social media if you're not going to explain what's going on, because then you're just
being a teenage girl.
yeah, like bro,
I'm so
nothing-
done with these people.
Yeah, and if you're not going to explain why, and even though people are trying to ask you about it, because like if you're going to make it public like that, you might as well tell the full story. If you're not going to, then don't say it at all. There's no fucking point in putting all of this in public when it could have been dealt with in private.
This could have been an email.
Exactly, this could have been an email. Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, again, I feel like these VTubers that I know about and all this crap, like, it's like y'all need fucking therapy and common sense on the shit that you're doing.
Well, I mean, Cinder was the wake-up call.
Ugh. I'm just hella annoyed with all this, like. So it's like it's fun to watch because it's fun to watch like all these people be idiots and destroy their own careers because they're genuinely bad people behind the scenes. But at the same time, it's like there are some situations where it's just like y'all didn't have this. Literally could have just been an email. Like y'all could literally have done this in private. No one needs to know about y'all's shit. And honestly, like if it's such a big deal, y'all should have just taken a break and like done a hiatus and then just come back later after you're like fine. Like there's so many different ways you could handle it appropriately, and they decided to do none of that. So dumb. Like, oh, but we're human, we make mistakes. Apparently you like to make all of the mistakes.
I mean, if Paimon's
Yes,
VA
we've
is
seen your
anything to
dating
go by.
history. We know.
I've seen what makes you cheer. Your boos mean nothing to me.
Taylor Swift called. She wants her gimmick back.
Mm. And I know a ton of different people that would hate the take that I just made right now with the whole like just keep it fucking private. And again, as I just said, I've seen what makes you cheer. Your input is invalid to me. And I know that's a Rick and quote, a Morty quote, but I'm gonna twist it just a little bit to be mine. Just
if the
enough
shoe
for it's
fits,
mine.
fam. If the shoe fits.
Because like
Speaking of
sometimes...
shoes fitting.
Go ahead.
Oh, I had no transition. I was just gonna go back to Warhammer shit.
I mean, we've been honestly being we've been really good streamers thus far. We have no dead air.
Exactly. I have not had to do the if you don't speak in another 20 seconds.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, again, this whole like miniatures of like Handy just painting is literally the equivalent of like watching a video on a short on YouTube with like subway chasers in the background. Like
Number
Handy's just
15. Tamiya,
Number-
I
extra
mean,
thin.
also this could count as just some like a random podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, I could see that. Like Handy just rips the audio out of this and just has like our PNGs on screen. And
So
I'm the
that's-
token white guy once
that's-
again.
That's a lot of work. I don't want to do that.
Or just zoom in on
Emperor's
our
Champion of
PNGs.
Black Templar unit, yes.
Yes, it is.
But oh yeah, like by the way, fun fact. Speaking of VTubers, Mr. Lord Nuxanor got his fucking his main Twitter account back.
Okay.
Nuxanor?
Yeah, Nuxtaku.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he recently got his Twitch Twitter account back because apparently it got hacked or he got locked out of it or some shit. I don't know the full story. All I know is that he lost access
What
to
if
it.
that guy
and
was
he
some sort of
regained
goal
access.
to get Rev to start an army?
What? Oh, there was, but there was a goal, but
We did not make it.
we did not make it, unfortunately.
The goal was in 1 week, if you can raise $1,000 or 1,000 bits, we would make 1,000 Suns
No, it
Army
was
and give it to Rev.
$1,000. It'd have to be equal to $1,000, and that's like 100,000
10,000
bits.
bits.
No, 10,000 bits is $100.
You're $100. Shiny
What?
and something I put in my wallet.
But how about this? If y'all can like at least get what is your current goal right now, Handy? What is like your next donation goal?
Rev, I have a sizable amount of Black Templars. If you wanted a Black Templars army, I could make my move easier by having less Warhammer shit. Okay.
Are you saying that you're willing to sell your Black Temple?
I was just gonna have you pay shipping fees. To be honest.
Okay, well, if that would be the case, it's like if anyone wants to donate the shipping fees to me,
Motherfucker, you can pay shipping fees. Jesus Christ.
That's sad. I almost want you to
I am
pay
a-
extra now for that.
I'm a broke motherfucker. I got bills to pay.
You
I
have a
got bills to
job.
pay. I got bills to pay as you pretty much order food almost every day. You were the
Oh,
one in
shit.
Ball's recent stream
Look at
comments
this.
about workstations.
Hey,
Yes,
everyone,
I was, me
look
guy.
at this. Look at this guy. Look at
Correction.
Rev, everyone. He orders a taxi for his food. He buys a chauffeur to have his food delivered delivered via
Correction.
chauffeur.
I only buy food when on the days that I stream. But I may have to cut that back though, because yeah, I don't.
The shipping wouldn't be more than like at worst $50.
And you're getting like how much money worth of miniatures?
A lot. These are a lot of these are firstborn OG tacticals.
Ah,
I will say this: if I do get enough money to pay those shipping fees and you send those, my grandparents are gonna be hella confused why I got a big ass package of fucking minis that I don't have space for.
Your grandparents don't know how remotes work. They're going to be confused no matter what you get in the mail. I say
right.
this with all the kindness in my heart. Your grandparents are confused individuals in general.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I love it how like one time I got something in the package and it's like literally I feel like everything I get in the mail is of no consequence, that like if I say you don't need to know what I got, or like I don't say it like that, I'm just like, oh no, it's not, it's just something, like I just say like, no, it's nothing, it's just something for me. Like usually if it's just my grandma, she's just like, oh okay, well I guess whatever. It's my grandpa that gets uppity when I don't tell him exactly what it is, and it's just like, why do you care? Like, if it's not like it's not like I got a like a, you know, an IED. It's not like I ordered an IED or anything. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yet.
well, I mean
It's
that's
Texas.
so that's called how you get the FBI on you.
Yeah.
amongst other things, or ATF. Actually, if you could deafen for like 20 seconds, I'm going to tell chat what is in the Black Templar stuff, just because I want it to be a surprise, because it's more than likely not going to happen that you're going to get the Black Templars.
You want me to deafen?
For like 20 seconds, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm looking at Discord case deafen. So I'm going to write, does not have sex toys inside it. Definitely no sex toys on the box now because of what he just said, guys. That's it. That's all I wanted to say, so he couldn't hear.
You know, we could have the stream open too, right?
Well, you know, if he did, it's going to be funny when he undeafens.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see when he joins back in. I just wanted to tell chat my goals here.
Your
This man
goals
has
and
no idea
goals.
what 20 seconds is.
Yeah, I know.
I hate to
20
know. I hate to imagine what he thinks 8 inches is. If he thinks this is 20 seconds. Alright, thank you for that.
Great.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Anyway.
Why did you play that? How could you do this to me?
Because I can. Oh, but you guys are.
Fucking Roman Colosseum.
Bro, can I?
Larper.
I'm
David
gonna
says,
be
"Look
real.
at General Ickbard."
Look at. Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna look at General. Oh shit!
What?
Oh shit! Handy. Handy,
What?
put it in the chat. You gotta see this. You gotta look at this.
A Warhammer General?
Yeah.
Oh my god! What the? fucking, oh my god, they're real. Holy shit.
He-Man! He-Man, it's really
He-Man!
good!
He-Man!
It's really good!
Wake the fuck up, He-Man!
What's going
He-Man,
on?
this is
What's
looking
happening?
really poggers!
What's happening? What's going on? What?
Look in Warhammer Journal chat. I want it.
I want it too. Holy shit, that dreadnought is fucking awesome. And also so is all the Saturnine armor. Holy shit, I want it.
Oh man, you could actually use your Saturnine Terminators.
Yeah, holy shit. Do you see
Look
the
up,
one
I
with
actually
double
have-
plasma on it?
I have a
Holy shit.
shitty little Saturnine push fit guy for what was the game that they played? Death Hulk, Space Hulk. I want it. I needs it.
I must have it.
I want that box now. God damn it.
I
what this
understand,
is-
Chris Handsome.
You know
I want
what?
it.
You
And
want
I
to know
need
what's,
it.
you want to know something funny too?
What?
There's a-
You know what we're gonna get now on Heresy Thursday?
All this shit.
We're gonna get a damage control article. We're gonna get the damage control article because this was supposed to be for the stream this month.
I just realized something. I still haven't taken out the 501st helmet from the box.
Heck.
Eagerly waiting for the Mark V update.
And this is the 20th anniversary 501st helmet too.
Nice. David's salty because I posted the photo in the Under the Hives of Madness Discord before. What's up, Eclipse? Eclipse, look in the Warhammer General chat. Someone is posting leaks of the new Horus Heresy box.
Damage control. You know who I haven't seen in a while, like stream?
God damn, that's pretty. But
Joe Pesci.
Jack Ma.
That's
Mm.
true.
yeah, she's dealing with her own stuff.
I believe she said it was depression.
But god
Miss Jack.
damn, those minis look awesome. Fuck.
It looks good. I want it.
I want that
I
dreadnought.
got to have.
I need those Terminators and that dreadnought. They're so cool.
I should probably go downstairs and get like a.
Wait,
snack
there's
or
another
something.
thing too. Do you see it on the box? Like, is that a walker or like a sentry emplacement? It has like 4 autocannons on it.
I see it at the. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
What is that?
Let's check the back of the box.
Well, no, I'm looking at the back of the box. I can't tell what it is.
Yeah, it looks like it's got tiny treads. No, that's a marine in front of it. Yeah, it looks like a stationary turret embankment.
Damn, that dreadnought's so cool. I want it.
I want it.
Want those
I
Saturn?
want
I
it.
want all the Saturnine same. I
My
want it
goodness
so
gracious.
bad. I
I've
want
got
it.
the
Or do
vapors.
I want it right
I
now,
want, like-
or do I want to wait
I want
till
like
they get their
9
own?
of those dreadnoughts so I can make them my Ballistus, Brutalis, and Redemptor, man.
I'm wondering though if oh, it's called the Saturnine Dreadnought too. Awesome. They're actually called Saturnine.
Yeah. Handy, do you have an image of it up for everyone to see?
Not on stream. Sorry. Should I do that? Does anyone
Damn.
want to see it? I guess we can do that. real
Yes, this is worth showing.
quick. Okay. Let me go to it.
I'm gonna go get some.
Let me move everything
snacky
over
dinner
first.
thing. Be back.
Get your snacky dinner thing.
Okay.
This is worth showing.
Yes. Okay. Let's see.
I want it.
I want it too. It's so cool. Yeah. Let's see.
Oh man. And you know what, Handy? That'll be a great thing for us to play together in the
Yeah.
future.
Look at this, people, guys. Look at this. Is the new Horus Heresy box. It's called. The person has 2 boxes, or is it like a fucking car full of them?
It looks like it's a car full of them.
Wow.
Wait, no, the box under it is different size, smaller. Maybe they're I don't know. Like maybe they're a reseller person, and that's like other orders and such. Like,
Look at
that
that
is
cool
a
shit.
car loaded to bear with random stuff.
Look at all that cool shit.
Yeah.
Look at it, everyone. It's so cool. It's so cool. I want it.
I won't sit.
So cool. You know what sucks though? We're not gonna be able to use those dreadnoughts in 40k. Those would have been so cool.
Here's the thing. I'm just going to use them in 40k.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use them.
Well, I mean, you can most likely use it as a normal Redemptor because it looks like it's on the same size base, and also it
Yeah,
has
that's what I
a
was saying. I'm going to
Yeah.
use it for Ballistus, Brutalis, and Redemptor.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm probably gonna. I want to get the box, but I'm probably gonna wait till it gets its own solo release, because then it'll have all the weapons with it, unless it's upgrades for like the
I want
Leviathan.
all of this shit. I want all of this. I won't sit. And I got
do
to
too.
have it.
I do too. It looks like it's Salamanders versus Iron Warriors is the box.
Is that Salamanders or Sons of Horus? Oh, Salamanders because of the shoulder plates. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Salamanders versus Sons of Horus. So you got the Saturnine Dreadnought, Saturnine Praetor, Saturnine Terminator, Mark. I think that says Mark III Tactical Marine. And then you have Mark III Veterans, the Veteran Legionnaire. And then there's something else on the far right. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's an ancient. Or wait, no, it's another Praetor. That's what it is. Damn, those are so cool. All Mark II. That's how it looks like Mark III can't. I'm looking at the labels. I see like 3 hash marks, or I'm not sure. It might be 2. It's Mark II. And those are so cool. It looks like you get 6 Saturnine Terminator. Well, 7 if you include the Praetor. You get the Dreadnought and then Mark II Marines, and then the Iron Warriors. It looks like they get a bunch of Tactical Marines in Mark II. And then Veteran Legionnaire Squad, 10 of them. Praetor, and I think that Stationary Emplacement. That's so cool.
I'm moist.
Mark II. Damn, that's some
Told you,
really
we
cool art. Well, I mean, I already told chat at the start of the stream that I'm moving, so maybe we can get some IRL Horus Heresy games going eventually.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yes,
I want
plans,
to.
plans. The plans are.
I need to.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
have it.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, Handy and I are gonna be in the same state soon.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be too far from each other.
No, we're not. If you guys are interested, would you like to see potential battle reports from Handy and I?
Wait, hold on. You said same state. Andy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you returning
Fuck no.
to? Okay.
I ain't going back to California. Fuck that. You can't wait for your recaster to get these in
Okay.
stock.
Because for
Same.
some reason. Oh wait, Ickbard, you moved, right? Or are
I
you
am
still-
going to.
Okay.
And then I'm moving again.
Okay. Oh my god. In my head, I'm just like, bro, there's no way that Handy's going back.
And he's
Yeah.
saying yes to the battle reports. When life gives you Lemans.
When life gives you lemons, you make
Hello,
us an
Sigmar
aid.
Son.
Am I
We're
looking
just-
at fucking Reggie Gigas? Yes, you are.
Oh my god. Someone should paint it like that. Holy crap.
Man.
The Reggie.
Always right handy versus Ickbra Bat versus promise not to use Crin's L-shaped ruins. Give him Mercy boards. Oh, believe me, we will. If we do that.
Oh, full show.
Damn, now that should probably be the goal I should probably set if I do a subathon.
Yes. Or you can set the goal right now on top of the bar thing.
Well, no, I still have to buy the town R.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
So
Cause because what I'll have to do is I already have a second camera I can use. Probably what
People
we'll
are
have
gonna are gonna want to use this for telemons, I think, as well.
Oh yeah, you can use it as a telemon too, stand-in.
So, quick update on my progress on the Warfare Legacy collection that I
Mhm.
got.
Okay.
I beat all the campaigns on the hardest difficulty.
Nice.
Congrats,
But
dude.
yeah, Sigmar, we're looking at the brand new box just leaked. Fire, this is the brand new Horus Heresy box. It just got leaked.
Yes.
It's so cool. Look at that. Look at that awesome dreadnought. Look at those Saturnine Terminators. It's so fucking cool.
A friend of mine is pointing out that this is, it reminds him of the time that people found a box for Magnus the Red in a trash can before he was ever announced or released. It's giving the same energy that someone just accidentally got a box. In fact, the Primarch was accidentally leaked because someone threw his box away in a trash can. Is fucking hilarious, by
Which
the way.
one was it?
Magnus.
Ah,
Magnus was revealed because someone found an empty box in a trash can before he was ever released.
eh.
Yeah, shit's hilarious.
God damn, it's so
Oh,
cool.
man.
It's so
It looks amazing.
cool.
Oh, shit, we should show this to Nico. He might be able to get
Oh, yeah.
something.
He
That
probably
reminds me, I need
could.
to send Nico stuff. I need to send
Did
Nico
you
some
post post it in the gang server, unless it's already been posted.
Yeah.
No, it
shit. I'll post
hasn't.
it there. No one's posted.
You should also post the other side.
Oh, yeah, you right.
I posted it.
Oh, you posted it? Okay.
Yeah. God damn, those are so cool. This is wild. Yeah, I
Yeah, they
know
are.
this is wild. Is the Warhammer subreddit like imploding right now, I wonder?
I don't know. I don't really use Reddit much anymore except to like grab articles.
Also, how long until David paints anime girls on the Saturnine Dread shoulders?
Yesterday he got a time machine to do it.
Yeah. Apparently dozens of things leaked from the garbage inside GW's headquarters. 30k subs more active, more active than usual. I wonder why. Oh, maybe that's where these
Hello.
came from.
I heard about the leak.
Yes, we're looking at
Yeah.
the stuff on stream right now.
That's fucking beautiful.
I know, this is
It's
pretty. That
so
dreadnought.
good.
So Saturnine Terminators are canon now.
Yeah.
But oh my god, that dreadnought is so pretty.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So wait, this came from a trash.
Yeah,
It
don't
probably
switch it.
came from a trash can, maybe, because the person has two boxes. Like you'd see two
I
of
mean,
them.
they're packed in his car full of other crap.
Yeah.
My god.
What a dumpster dive.
I know, like the dumpster dive of dumpster dives. Give me a second. Let's. Where is it? I'm going to. Where is that? That. Here I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna go.
Good to see
the
Other
How you doing,
factions.
Fart, by the way?
30K.
Oh, I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing fantastic, my friend. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, I wonder then if Salamanders and Iron Warriors will be the poster boys 3rd edition.
Hang on, the thing. Let's check.
Oh, it's so good.
Let's check. Let's check the Warhammer subreddit because there's not much on the 30k subreddit, on the Horse Heresy subreddit. Warhammer. Nope, nothing on the Warhammer subreddit yet, like the base Warhammer subreddit. Just the Horus Heresy one, I think.
Yeah, this is like a genuine leak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just Warhammer 30k.
I'm erect.
This is baller. So apparently 9 minutes ago they posted a Facebook thing that says Planetfall minus 399 hours. Karen did real time. So there's that. So they had to put it out because the leak.
Real.
That's hilarious. Oh man, this is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me look check Warhammer community.
Oh yeah, same Planetfall article.
Yeah, here it is. 399 hours. Well, not anymore.
Yep, Emils did a big like super zoom in on stuff. They are Mark II tactical marines.
I'm assuming the Saturn 9 Firestarter will be the armor pounder for all legions.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
I guess the like ident artwork, they'll have a lot of like the heavy legions wearing it. Like that's why they have Iron Warriors and Salamanders, my guess.
Go back. Let's go back to working on stuff.
Oh man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, today is a great day.
Today
Yeah.
is a great day.
Well, except for this part, yes. Except for I have to push the video back thing. I'm paying
know
like a
what?
shiny Regius to make him world leader.
You talked about how it's all working out in the end, anyways. For that, how you can take opportunity from it. I'm still gonna say the W.
Yeah.
Big dubs, big dubs.
Holy
We
shit!
take
My
what we
God.
can.
Now I need to
So
get more
Handy,
30k.
we're both gonna get a box of that, and we're gonna play it when we move. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, first you got to remember I got to set everything up first.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll see.
It'll be fine.
So I'd have to get a pop-up game table that I can put up and take down. And
I
then-
know which one to get already for that.
Okay.
FLG has a perfect one for it.
And then I need to get a bunch of terrain and paint that terrain.
We have friends with printers. We can talk. We can talk to Simp for that, and also Goblin King for that. I would say though, actually, we would probably need to have a second, a pop-up, pop-down table, and we need like a big one for Horus Heresy for like the larger maps and stuff.
Yeah.
6x4.
Yeah, this is all
Yeah,
like
good old 6x4.
this is all like planning out because I still have to get settled into once I move.
Yeah, and
Yeah, because the room that I'm gonna be in is gonna be a little bit bigger than my current room, but the problem is I have to not sure to fit because I want to also put a model railroad layout in my room too.
we can make that part of the battle board. It'll kill our Horus Heresy models.
These are expensive model trains, no.
Listen. It'll be okay. We'll stop the track, and then we'll put like, I don't know, a packing peanut, and put like text over it saying, "This is the Primarch of the Thousand Suns," and it shows a choo-choo train. We make it all dramatic, like as Magnus gets isekai'd into another universe because of a 40k choo-choo train during.
You got
Horus Heresy.
isekai'd into the Hunter the Parenting universe.
Yes. Or what if he gets isekai'd into some random anime instead of the other way around?
It's mad that he called it, and now we're getting a vidcation stream. Oh, so he's having a surprise stream now.
Who is?
Valrak is apparently. He's having a vidcation stream.
Immediately drops his kid, picks up the phone, starts streaming.
Batman's had sex?
Hey, you guys, welcome back. We're going to. Why was that Australian? I can't do British that well.
Come on, bring some peptides.
It's all about damn peptides.
You wanna be a custodian?
Peptides.
Peptides. Oh man, this is awesome. Those models look amazing.
Yeah.
You know, we received better news from leakers this year than the actual Warhammer reveal streams.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty true.
'Cause
Like,
remember
they
last
should
year
have-
when it could have been an email?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they took that to heart with how hard they went at LVO for reveals.
Well, their next
Oh,
big reveal
man.
stream is kind of fucked now.
Potentially.
Last kind of question when the hype was found out. What do you mean?
Let me read the thingy. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Even was also leaked from the Chinese printing factory.
Mother of his kids lost a bet. Hey, if he has a family, I hope it's a happy family. Last thing I'd want is to have unhappy kids.
You don't want that.
Oh, sorry.
Post on
Tony
Lucy
wants to know
Jr.
if he could post his avatar of Kane with boobies.
I mean, it's Warhammer and it's maybe, I don't know.
Usually, historically, it's been okay because like there's like the creature caster miniatures for like the Slanesh demons usually get a green light from folks. So I think it's okay, especially with us going through extra effort to say in the Discord, this is a place for people to be mature, adult, and responsible, and not to be a bunch of fucking tards. So the impetus is on the people in the server, not to be cunts.
Things sealed up.
I said a word I shouldn't have.
Yes, you shouldn't have. And now the stream's probably going to get limited ads, probably.
Demonetized.
Well,
Damn.
now that no one's going to watch this, let's talk about the 11 herbs and spices from KFC. No one's going to see this. But anywho, I say it's probably okay. Because it's Warhammer related. But ultimately, it is up to you, Handy.
If it's Warhammer related, it should be fine.
So yes, Tony, post the tatas. Release
We'll
the
post them.
titties.
Oh, boom armor. Okay. Yeah, you're good then.
Made it sound like we're about to see some areolas or some shit, man. SMH my head.
Wait, fuck, don't. Okay. Oh, damn it. Damn it, attached to it. Fuck.
And it's 10:30 for me, so
399 hours from now is a Thursday, Heresy Thursday. Yeah, well,
Oh.
it's too late for that.
Alrighty, Rev, you have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming.
oh
on.
no, I'm just saying it's 10:30 my time. I didn't say I was gonna get off yet.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh
gotcha.
boy, I can't wait for it till we're gonna be an hour
Yeah,
ahead
half
of
an hour.
Rev now.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
An hour ahead of me.
Yes.
Oh, that means that on my time it's gonna be 7 p.m. Yay!
Of course, Thursday is dead. Yes, it is.
That means I get extra time with my friends.
Of course, but of course.
But Rev, it's midnight for me. It's only 11 p.m. on my end. You're staying up another hour.
I didn't know you guys were a bunch of babies.
What a bitch!
A baby back bitch with barbecue sauce.
Let's see. What else is
By
there
the
to
way,
do?
I got my patch skin for Wolverine.
Congrats. I
Ugh.
haven't played Rivals today, so I haven't gotten my patch skin yet.
I need to get it eventually.
I tried being a menace today, so I could see that MVP screen. No luck, unfortunately, because for some reason, Cloak and Dagger mains are stealing the MVP spots.
Well, it's
Yeah,
because the MVP is like heavily skewed right now because DPS only has like final hits to go off of. Meanwhile, what is it? Tank and healer have final hits and healing to go off of, and like tanking.
Well,
So that skews it heavily towards them.
DPS also has damage because I've been in games where
Yes, but now all three of them have that. Now that support and tank have all three of those, so it makes it
Fair enough,
harder.
but I feel like Wolverine's probably one of the few that like can probably make it to the MVP spot because he has that healing passive,
Maybe.
True.
which is why like I regularly do get MVP every 1 to 3 matches.
Wait, these parts glue
It
together.
could be
Wait.
difficult with Wolverine since he's single target for his stuff, where if you get someone who does a burst of damage, like Moon Knight, it's easier.
Because
Oh,
and not just burst damage, but he also like his boomerangs bounce off of the enemies.
I mean his
Yeah.
onks.
Yeah.
That's what.
And his
That's what I'm
his
talking
regular
about. He
attacks too.
bursts and has a lot of potential, whether realized or pseudo AOE effects, where Wolverine is a hard target, singular individual.
In other words, I'm gonna grab you and I'm gonna take you back to my team so we can target you.
Exactly.
Which is why I always press the ping button as soon as I grab somebody, because it's like, bro, I'm bringing this back to us, guys. Come on, Wolfpack mentality. That's all.
It's the PvP equivalent of like your cat bringing a dead mouse to you because they're worried you aren't eating.
Yeah. Yep. That's what Wolverine is. I'm just bringing the dead mouse to y'all's
God.
feet.
Here you go, bub. Because I know you couldn't do it yourself.
Begging for us to use the Mescenturians. Oh yeah, that too.
Oh yeah.
And then if
Chat,
I have
don't do this to me. I'm a finna bus.
and if I have no teammates to bring the dead mouse to, I just
Go off a
I
cliff
just,
like a lemming.
I go off the cliff, yeah, just bring them out.
Pull a
Especially
Jeff.
if it's a Rocket or a Jeff, yeah. If it's a healer, oh, 100%. Especially Rocket, or even better, if I can get Adam Warlock.
I've seen enough. Break Adam Warlock's legs again.
Now all this Marvel Rivals talk, I'm gonna play a couple of quick plays.
Yep. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough.
Want to join Nick Bird or no?
Nah.
Okay.
Black Shields
I'm
Army using
good.
U-Box. Do whatever
Will
you
you be
want.
free? By the way, will you be free tomorrow, Nick Bird?
Tomorrow I have my D&D game at 1 p.m. It lasts until about 4 my time. So after that, so it'd be around 6 your time when it usually ends.
Because I get out of work like around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. my time.
Okay, so yeah, I should be able to get at least like 3 games with you at the very minimum.
Centurions are dead. Welcome Saturnine.
Whoa, Saturnine be upon ye.
Yep.
So I got, by the way, I got all my things, all my tickets for the voting phase of Act 3 to get the
Nice.
patch skin. I put them all down on Captain America.
Same.
Because let's be real, Cap looks dapper as fuck.
I'm voting for him because I want him to have more skins.
Same.
Well, I mean, he would have another skin if they didn't take it out of the store.
Are you talking about the mech Cap?
Yeah.
Ah, they're bringing it back.
4 main patterns. Technically 5 if you include Alaris, and there's also Aquilin. Well, 6 actually.
Then there's Mustard Cap.
Captain Mustard.
Captain Mustard. still remember the.
What a wonderful time to pause.
Yeah, I know. I still
Sorry,
remember the
this
pauses.
Iron Man is just maximum thrusting in my face.
You had to lock in.
Lock in or get lockjaw, brother.
Exactly.
Attach.
Yeah, you gotta lock in, clock in.
Rock out with your clock.
Oh, so it does attach to right here. Okay.
What should you do as your second army? I don't know, Badger. I
I
don't
need those
know.
mold lines.
Oh,
Oh, Mallet, did you see the
I
horse
see,
heresy
I
leaks?
see Panther. Come here.
Where's the heresy scenes in?
Got him. Where are you going? Where are you going, Magic? Where
God
are you
damn
going?
it, there's jokes to be made, and I'm not gonna make them.
What for Revs get what he's saying?
Yes.
Come here. Come here, Strange. Your turn.
Someone at GW's got to be really angry right now,
I'm having a lot of fun right now.
or very
I'm
pleased.
glad you're having a
'cause-
lot of fun.
Or they're very angry or happy
Ooh,
because
nice.
everyone wants to buy it now.
Well, the usual rule of thumb is if it's within 3 months, it's it's by GW.
I don't think this was by GW. I'm gonna be honest.
And I agree, but a friend is. I sent this to a friend, and he did point out within a week we had a totally legit leak website come out called the Horus Hearsay website, made by GW.
Yeah, I know that. That was a joke by them.
I know, but with it lining up with this and with that announcement trailer thing, it might be staged.
Yeah, but the fact that it was found on eBay.
Dang it. Nope.
Because that was an
Yeah,
eBay
taking out our other
listing.
healer.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
No. No, I have Agamotto.
I wonder if someone actually bought it.
The Eye of Yugimoto. GW probably would have told them to drop the listing saying, hey, this is not like legal goods, this is like stolen and or
No, like someone
misappropriated,
already
yada,
bought
yada.
it and the listing is gone now. Is what I'm
What I'm
saying.
saying is GW would probably put an auto thing on it to cancel the sending and purchase before they could send it out, even if someone were to click buy.
We shall see.
Indeed.
Indeedy.
Indeedly doodly.
You care about any salamanders I can upgrade and shoulder pads on that new box? Can possibly buy it off of you. The iconography is probably just gonna be not even salamander. It's just like decals. Is my
Transfers.
guess. Transfers, yeah. Because the first Horus Heresy box, they didn't. Those weren't there. Like,
Correct. It was all transfers.
Yep. Let's go on Bjorn. It's like you have to try and center it. It kind of sucks.
Does it swallow?
God damn it.
Ooh,
Fist, come
that'd
here.
be an interesting podcast episode idea. What we want to see in Horus Heresy 3 in terms of gameplay, models, etc.
I thought you were gonna say that'd be an interesting topic for podcast. Does it swallow?
Does it swallow? All right, episode 7. Does it swallow? Episode 8. What we
Which
expect
end?
from Horus Heresy 3rd edition?
In episode 9, will it blend?
Will it blend?
Episode 10, 1,000 degree knife versus art versus golden demon model.
Yeah. Because
Super tunnel.
here's one idea for you: resin Bjorn the Fell-Handed miniature. 32 millimeter.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. My
I don't
god,
know
it
about
even has
that.
a watermark. Let's look at Paul Allen's Bjorn the Fell-Handed. Man. The Rusty is gonna be fun.
Yes. Dang it, that's not centered. Fuck. No! 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 Fuck. Drill bit broke.
Rip.
I don't know if I can get it out now. Shit.
Rest in peace, chat.
Everyone point and laugh.
I got it out.
Laugh at this user.
Laugh at him. Laugh at him. It's gonna be great. It'll be funny, I swear.
And damn it, that was the appropriate size drill bit I needed, son of a bitch.
Oh, F.
Press F to pay respects.
God damn it. Fuck.
Balls in my mouth.
Alright. Wait, what? Who's first place? Emma Frost is first place? Oh my god.
I mean, why wouldn't she be?
Damn it. Yeah, Emma's probably gonna get a new exclusive Hellfire Gala costume next year.
Yep, because she's the new hot goss.
I love how third place is Wolverine.
Who's second place?
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
hasn't changed since I last saw it.
Which makes no sense because they already have a Gala costume. These two guys
They have
already
a bazillion skins too.
Yeah.
How much is a Brazilian?
Okay.
Can I still
My
get the
mind works in
Wolverine?
ways you cannot understand.
As I'm thinking about it, we do kind of have an idea about true scale Mark IV will be like Trader Herald console.
Exactly.
Do the milk falling over.
Exactly.
I want to get my MVP so I can have my MVP's patch screen. Come on.
Okay.
It's not going to happen. No matter how much you want it to happen,
You're-
it's not going to.
You're not making fetch a thing, bro.
The thing.
The main three suspects of cheating for aimbots is Hela, Black Widow, and Mantis. And also Hawkeye. I guess you could say 4. What is the best way to try to cover up your cheats? You pick characters that can like one-shot headshot people.
Interestingly enough, it seems the Warhammer app has had a stealth update, like within the last 2 hours.
Ooh.
Is it about that time
stat
for-
lines? Ayo.
No, none of that.
Isn't it like getting close
I'm glad
to
I made you stop at the store, Tony. That was hilarious.
Isn't it
No, it's
about that time
updates for
Balance Day
the
Sleep?
Death Guard, Emperor's Children, World Eaters, and Sororitas, along with Eldari, who got some FAQs.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's
Awesome.
look at this.
Speaking of chaos, the big T-Sons collector book goes up for pre-order this Saturday. Good luck, everyone, trying to get it.
And reminder,
Nice.
if it's actually pre-order Saturday, it's like you want to get in touch with your game store today tomorrow so they can actually have
Oh no.
numbers to send to GW.
Well, no, if it's a special edition book, you can't get it unless you get it through GW.
Ah, true that. True that.
Yeah, it's the big one that like pulls in half.
The $200 one.
All right, the fancy one.
Yeah, 500 if you don't have a bot or make the cut.
Damn.
That's how you just go to a GW store and pre-order it. That's how I did for all my shit.
All right, so here's the FAQs as so far seen that have not been like touted a lot, but these are the stealth updates for 40k. The Flyblown Host attachment, the Grotmus attachment for Death Guard, no longer applies to Poxwalkers because it's all about giving infantry, scout, and stealth, and to give that to 120 Poxwalkers is kind of insane, so I can understand why they did that. So basically it allows the rest of the army to still scout around and do stuff. Typhus gained a restriction, keeps it from sniping lone operatives with his Mortal Wounds ability. Just kind of keeping him in line with the rest of the game now. And they fixed a misprint on the Predator Destructor autocannon. For some reason, Death Guard had a Strength 10 autocannon instead of Strength 9, and they fixed that.
Oh. No more
And they've updated.
stinky.
Yeah, they've updated points for for Death Guard, but I'm not going to go into the points because that's legitimately something you can just go look at yourself. In this, we have next on the block, Emperor's Children. Basically, clarifying a stratagem that can be the stratagem Unbound Arrogance, which can be used if your warlord is slain or not on the board. So basically, if your warlord fits a keyword, get this cool ability type thing. And it confirms that the Noise Marine leadership debuff does stack, but still follows the rules of your leadership cannot get worse than a 9. So at maximum, you'll have a -3, which is the max you can take, because Noise Marines are not battle line.
Well, Bjorn is done. Just got to get painted.
Nice.
Life.
Alrighty.
And now I need to get another one for Murderfang.
Murder.
Moidoi.
Okay. They've also fixed the Tormentor and Infractor power swords to be strength 5 instead of strength 4. Don't worry, Millet, we'll get there when we get there. Helldrake is now a 3-up save instead of a 2-up. And they confirmed from Rapid Evisceration the transport detachment for Emperor's Children allows you to re-embark into a transport. Because it now happens at the end of the fight phase after consolidation. So, Drukari with Space Marine stats. World leaders have points adjustments, no FAQs. Sisters have a change for the Divine Intervention stratagem from Hallowed Martyrs. It used to be 1 CP and discard 1 to 3 miracle dice. A character that just died gets D3 plus X wounds, where X is the number of miracle dice expended. Now you no longer must expend miracle dice, but you have the option to do so. You don't have to. So you can keep your miracle dice now, Super Mallet. Eldar, the Windrider host had 7-inch normal move for the overflight stratagem. If it slays a unit, 7-inch normal move for the mounted. The trigger is changed to the end of phase and not immediately after murder, so it changes some sequencing. So you can, if they kill a unit, you can still have a unit potentially still tie in with them. and they're counting the out of sequence normal moves not as surge moves, which are a big deal because move shoot move is a big deal for Eldar and would be categorically different from surge moves. That's it.
Finally do something other than Hallowed Martyr.
Potentially.
Maybe.
But yeah, those are the main updates. Very minor, very small. I could see why they didn't make a big deal out of it.
Okay. Spot right here, Mr.
I was just about to say, if
Molds.
no one says anything in the next 20 seconds,
No, don't you dare.
No, please, Ikbar, continue.
No, stop.
Say something.
No.
Stop
You
it.
punk shit. Jinu's going to murder the AI that packs their boxes.
well, they swapped to AI to for their inventory stuff. That's why we got all those leaks a couple almost 2 years ago now, like with Dante.
2 years ago,
And all
we're
that
getting it
stuff.
every year so far.
I'm talking about because we had back to it was the Lion and then Dante. That was all because they changed their programming in their warehouse to be AI automated sorting of inventory.
I mean, it still
Someone
happened.
got Dante.
Didn't
someone
someone
got the lion.
Someone a few months ago, didn't they get some unreleased Eldar model?
I don't know. I don't know the
Yeah,
details on that.
someone a
but I
few
know
months ago got an unreleased Eldar model.
Question
like
is, I don't
everyone's-
know how they got it because all we saw was a sprue.
Yeah, they said they
So it could have
ordered
been
no,
potentially
they
something
Eld-
at a game store, you know?
No, they said they ordered an Eldar model, and that's
okay,
what they
then
got.
that's also that would also be one of those things then.
Yeah, no one knows what the hell it is. Yeah, I think after all that excitement, now is a good time to call it a night. So thank you everyone so much for hanging out in the stream. Thank you for the donations. I really appreciate it. I will see you all on Wednesday with God knows what. I don't know. But I'll figure it out. So everyone else have a good rest of your night, and I will see you on Wednesday.